Oh yeah. Um, it's been happening a lot this week, but buyer beware. Even though you're not buying anything, something's going on with my internet. It's been dying here and there, so hopefully it's not going to die today.
Oh,
Uh,
hopefully not.
In Soviet Russia, internet kills you.
it's not for long, but I'm just letting you know if I go dark or can't hear you, that's what happens.
Okay.
If
That's
you go
fine.
dark, doesn't that just mean it's an edgy campaign all of a sudden?
I guess. Poor jokes out of the way though. As your team ventures into the negotiating table, you have managed to deal with and extrude a bit of information while here. While your team managed to get to a gold program without too much of an issue, now lies the point on getting help. And by getting help, I mean speaking with nobles who have ulterior motives, or rich people, or people of importance. And well, you managed to get two out of the technically four. Well, technically five. I'm going to be quiet now. Otherwise, I'll find more numbers. You managed to collect two of the individuals that you had spoken with beforehand. Morista, I'm going to go with. They themselves are very loyal to Broner, so easily enough persuaded. Devra, after being convinced that they will get a good, even share of the spoils, and any other information you might try to harbor away from others, they will get that information no matter what. Gothos has already agreed to that. In case, I don't know, you guys find some type of traitor down there and go, yeah, we shouldn't talk about this, you have to give her this information. Otherwise, well, nothing really happens, technically.
Otherwise, you guys are big liars.
You guys are mean! Honestly, that's honestly all that happens there. Just take that with a grain of salt, though. Honestly, though, last week, going back to it, it gives no ramifications to anything that you guys do. You give her a good portion of the shares. You give her any information you guys find. So to just mess with you, I was gonna have the most talkative person, which was Gothas at the time, just have a fake spell binding on their wrist, and randomly I'd roll to see if acted up for some reason. But honestly, it felt really weird at the moment in time, so I just quickly took that away. Honestly, that's all that was. It would have been fun for me, but it panicked people, so I immediately got rid of it.
All I said was
Panic.
all I said was it was like we handshaked on a deal, and then she said something else, and then put it on me, and I was like, whoa, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the handshake deal milestones were moving, yes.
Yeah. I'll still have fun, but not hyper-focused fun. That being the case, though, you managed to deal with these two individuals. Now, speaking with the others, I've already told you, rely on more negotiable skills. Toulouse, for some reason, someone's pinging at you. Is it you? What's
Sorry,
going on?
that's me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not doing anything anymore. I stopped touching it.
Stop touching it!
Nah, I was just curious if
around on the square. It was like I was on like the diagonal part, like the others, and I thought that was cool. So I was trying to get it back on there, but I can't because it's not a real place to stand. Anyway, sorry. I'm sorry.
When you move your token, you just click Alt and then let it go when you want to stick to that place.
Oh,
Like-
try it. Try it. Oh, result. Ah, that's cool.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I can also just make your token a drawing, and you can just do that automatically.
Sorry, I'm listening. I swear.
Anyways, the people that you have yet to speak with are the Harpers. The individual there is Lord Zelrun Ringenhorn, who is the one farthest to the north. Right, is I believe what I went with beforehand. Their ideals are freedom, opportunity, and civilization. The next individual that you have yet to speak with is the Order of the Gauntlet, which is the human to the left, who is Sir Levinar Strahl. His ideals are faith, devotion, justice, and duty. Let's see. You've already spoken to Emerald Enclave, I believe. Yes, you have. It was the dwarf woman,
The crazy dwarf
Morsta
lady.
Malkin.
Yes.
No, Eldith is the crazy dwarf woman. Morsta's honestly just loyal nature. Okay, and the dwarven people. How are those
Nani?
ideals? How are those ideals?
Okay, let's put the dogma into the Damaskron.
How are those ideals? I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I don't care for how this module is written.
Oh, yeah, you never have told us.
Yeah, we've never
Ah,
heard that
New
before.
information.
Dude,
The
say
next-
something about your opinion of the PDF.
The next group is the Lord's Alliance, run currently by, well, the one individual you're speaking with is Lord Everon Hod, the half-elf individual next to you guys. Everyone's in a different room, by the way. It's just easier to do it this way. His ideals are order, society, peace, and stability.
Okay, so Captain Sourpuss the half-elf.
And you've just recently finished speaking with Dabra of the Centaurium. I could be wrong. I keep mispronouncing it, so let me know if I do. But
By the way,
Centaur.
Dogma, did I get her phone number by any chance?
she's the most
know.
into you, but you have yet to really do anything. Go ahead and roll persuasion. Like you beat and brought down her DC by a good amount. DC to beat is 15. It's a 4. She's still into you. That's not like going away, but it's more like, oh, who is this lovable dork?
Oh, it's more out of pity. Oof.
You've been friend zoned.
Is this lovable
No.
dork with a beard he just cut with his own sword?
Mm-hmm.
I think I know who I want.
I most certainly do have a trimming razor. Thank you very much.
Hey, you said it last time.
That's true.
Yeah,
I am
and
moving
it's called
everyone.
a sword.
And it's my great sword.
Again, you're speaking with these guys dividedly in a room because the PDF tells you, hey, you speak with them one night at a party and then they go away to their own respective places. But it's easier this way. So they went away, but separate rooms. So even though physically they're in the same room, thematically they're not. Anyways, Deborah looks towards all of you and goes, very well, it seems that we've all come to an understanding. So, I'll have my men ready by... I highly doubt you're going to go tomorrow, but within the week. If you do plan on going tomorrow, well, then you'll be ready to die, I suppose. I'm sure you have actual plans in the making.
Yes. Definitely.
Very well.
Yes.
All right.
Plans.
She scoots you out of the room, and eventually you guys look around. Technically, Antidote is with you guys, and technically Slash is with you guys. Broner is not there. Volt, Wire, and Trip are with the King, technically. Toulouse,
What are you talking about? Me? Trip is my wingman.
He was with you, but after, speaking with the one, he kind no, there's still one person left. He's kind of into. Yeah, he's still with you guys.
There's still one.
Yeah,
female
Trev is
left.
stuck under my arm. Remember?
Oh.
He's the under your wingman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I have taken Trip under my wing. Yes.
Bison.
Hopefully not too far under, then he'd be armpit man.
I'm
That's what
gonna
he
roll to see where
Oh.
Eldith is. She's technically within people's. Actually, no, she's with you guys. Unfortunately, she is. I wouldn't say sociable, but willing to speak with these kind of people, which is a very kind of racist thing to say. But yeah, I've already told you how she is.
These people.
Yeah. So where do you go next? Or what do you do next?
I want to talk to this lady up here.
And that is a man, a
'Cause
very
she-
feminine man.
Isn't it?
Man.
It's a very pretty man.
A very pretty
it's
man.
Very gorgeous. Very
Very
gorgeous
pretty man
I
from
want to talk to
Genshin
this hot
Impact.
man up here. Their ideas were about freedom and liberation, right?
The
Of
individual
the
you
team
mentioned
gentleman.
is from the Harpers. I need to bring the PDF closer to me because I can't see that far.
That indeed,
Their
that
ideals
indeed.
are indeed freedom, opportunity, and civilization.
Okay.
Ah,
So coming over towards him, you met with him last night. He's a nice enough fellow. He goes by Lord Zelrun, but you can just call him Zel or Zelrun. Entirely up to you. But I'm not going to go with Lord because that's pompous. So,
But this is the Harpers, not the Lord Council dudes.
yeah.
Okay.
But Zelrun looks towards you and he invites you into his domicile and simply states, "Greetings. Can I help you with something?"
Yeah, we're gonna go on an expedition to the Underdark to try to stop bad things from happening up here, and we were wondering if you wanted to help with that.
Oh yes, the king did mention something about that last night. Hmm.
Sorry, I didn't do my voice. We're going to the Underdark and wanted to know if you wanted to join us on a journey to help save the world. You do my voices more. I'm sorry.
It's quite all right. Honestly, I totally understand this. In voice, in game he says this. No, he doesn't. It's quite all right. Looking towards you, he simply nods and does state, "I understand. Well, I'm not exactly sure how credible this is, but it is something that, quite honestly, does need to be attended to if it's in factually correct." He then clasps both of his hands together. I can't do it because currently my mic is muted to that. And a shield guardian comes into the room and serves him a tray of food and brings over some snacks for you guys.
Ian
Thank you.
Brisket.
Looking towards you, he
Right.
does state, "Oh, my apologies. This is my shield guardian. Look, listen. I understand where you're coming from, and I understand that things are very dangerous down there, but it honestly doesn't really concern me. I have wealth, I have money. The only thing I really consider of problem is my gambling debt." Antidote nods in agreement.
I thought these guys were supposed to be the good
Ears
ones.
twitch.
They
Yeah, I know my
are.
ears twitch a little, and I'm like, I thought you had.
They are supposed to be the good ones.
God.
I don't know
I
if
was
I've ever
under the
mentioned this,
assumption
but
that you-
I
You really
don't
don't
really
like
care for
PDF?
VDF.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh, I apologize. I thought you cared about the people up here.
oh, I do, but it's currently not worrying the people up here.
But
But-
it will.
You do bring up a good point.
I
How
do
By the
like
about-
time it worries the people up here, it's going to be too late.
That's
Yes. Things always lead when people worry. Yes.
very well. That does seem to be true in some circumstances. I'll tell you what. He clasps both of his hands together and he says something in primordial. If you speak it, you can understand this. It's not like a deathly secret. It's more in primordial. He just states, "Can you get the chessboard?" And the giant shield guardian goes for a second, comes back, and brings down a small chair set and then a chess set. Opens it, and then you see very, very decorative pieces of gold, platinum,
Ooh.
and crystal. Just the pieces of chess, the pawns, the bishops, and all that. King, queen. They quickly arrange it, and he does state, "I'll tell you what. You best me 2 out of 3 games. Do that, and you can have my shield guardian for your little expedition."
Okay. I'll go ahead and give it a try. I loved playing games like this when I was younger. Antilles is genuinely excited about this.
Very well then. He positions himself around the chessboard. You position yourself on the other side. This is a game of intelligence. And by intelligence, I mean it tells you to go ahead and roll an intelligence check, contested against his contested intelligence.
Okay, intelligence.
It's a Game of
check.
Thrones.
So that's all the way to the
And
fire.
can I use my emboldening bond?
Inspiration.
It doesn't say you can't.
Guidance.
So I use intelligence. This one.
Nice.
Oof.
Oh, nice. Go ahead
Very
and
nice.
roll your d4. Or is it
Oh,
just a
D4.
+4? I always forget what nom and
D4.
gothos are.
A D4 for an ability check.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I mean,
inspiration.
How much
So
is
roll a
inspiration?
D4.
To D6.
If you want to
Roll a
use
D4.
them, if you want to use them.
Yeah, it lasts for 15 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like a good match lasts like 10 minutes. So, the first match, Toulouse, go ahead and roll a d4. Yeah, that's pretty good. 23. He himself does have a +9,
Jiminy.
but I rolled a 2. Like he's
That's
beginning
the
to play
opposite side of
quickly
the
and
wall.
fast. And Toulouse, you're just owning this guy. You take his bishop, you take his rook. He leaves it open, and you immediately use your knight to just take him down. He then no, he wouldn't. His shield garden
He's got a
quickly
+9.
rearranges everything. Goes, not bad. All right then. Let's see if you can do it a second time.
Okay.
That's a 3.
Emboldening bond would still be up, but your dice of inspiration would go away.
I
so
can
no-
give her another one.
Oh wait,
Only
Yeah.
3 games, right?
emboldening bond would be gone by now. 10 minutes.
I'll
in.
give her another one too.
Okay.
+9.
So I do another what now? D4
A
again?
1. And a
D4 and a
D6.
D6.
And why don't you take a guidance as well?
Take some guidance too.
So I roll a D4. Oops, I didn't do it right.
Guidance.
Roll.
You see guidance.
Yes.
One D4. Oh,
Plus
fuck
one
me.
D6.
I did it right earlier.
Yes.
One,
Come on. Stop the
D4.
difficult.
There we go. And then what else do I roll? Or do I just add something to that?
1d6.
1d6.
1d6. I'll do it right this time. I'm so sorry.
20.
No, I'm not doing it right. Roll. That's not roll. Roll.
Leisure.
One,
/R
D6.
space.
I did that one right.
Okay, that's 27. Boom! Man, I'm rolling terribly today. Surprise, surprise.
It's 'cause I was genuinely
Immediately,
excited.
yeah, immediately owning him. He's playing well. Definitely someone very skilled, but you're just burning through and
Group
brushing
and
past him.
aristocrat, man.
He
Yeah.
really has that day.
Going back to your own past history, dealing with nobles and all of that, you've definitely had to work with people and definitely had to go around. So intelligence is, or games rather, are your thing. We're gonna do the last one just for fun because I want to see if he wins one. But you guys won. There's like no way around that one. I'm gonna say no bonuses by group.
Okay, intelligence.
Just to see what happens.
There we go.
I'm like, this game. Let me
plus
just
9.
give him one.
Yeah.
Let me give him one.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think Toulouse is just giving this one to save his honor.
Yeah. Toulouse like looks behind her, looks at the team, and goes, "Guys, let him win this one." You play the
It's
last
good
one
for his
fun.
ego.
You manage to let him win, and he goes, "Oh well, you did in fact best me." So he takes off what appears to be an amulet from him, and he does hand it towards Toulouse. Toulouse, you now have control of this shield guardian. Thank you, PDF. Thank you for moving. Looking towards you, he does state, "Oh, well, that was quite interesting."
It was.
Yes. Well then, here is the Shield Guardian's control. Use it however you see fit. Once back here, you're more than welcome to return it at your leisure, so long as you actually return it. It did did cost a lot.
Thanks for the help. I wish you were coming along, but I understand. And I
Oh, I'll probably be
appreciate
joining along, but it's not something I'm kind of into. I'm more into myself, money, and spending. Because these guys are
Actually,
supposed to be the
spending.
good guys.
It's
all the
just like
things
it's like
I literally put in my flaws. Dislikes rich people that use others for personal gain.
Hate them
Yeah.
for
So
Huh.
Toulouse is like you're like frowning, like, okay. Well, thanks for your shield guard. I really appreciate your help in that.
you lazy git.
aren't the Harpers all about like balance and
Oh, super,
Like-
yeah.
Except
this
for
guy
this
is like the
guy.
exact opposite of that. It's the representative. Their whole
Like-
thing is like
Like,
keeping the balance and like
I'm
living in
pretty
harmony with
sure
nature.
I'm pretty sure I used the wrong. No, I didn't. I'm
Oh
like
my
going.
God.
I'm sure I accidentally used the wrong NPC here. Nope.
No,
Ryan-
apparently the guy from the Lords of the Lion is actually the one that cares about balance.
I mean, we all have our flaws, but come on, man. Anyways,
Yeah.
here is the Shield Guardian's information.
I was gonna ask if I could do a history check to see if Gothos had ever fought against these guys or knew anything about them
The
because
Harpers or Shield Guardians?
Harpers.
Oh,
Both.
yeah, go ahead.
Just for my own edification, because I know a little bit about them personally. History.
I know.
Why can I not do the alphabet? There we go.
I know a guy named Harper, but no.
Looking at the information that you have before, you went away from the cataclysmic culture you belong to. Yeah, Harpers definitely came about, killed a whole bunch of goblins when they were raiding villages, sacking towns, and burning the young, the old, and the women.
Mhm,
What?
mhm.
Harper's burn people?
No, the goblins, Gothos' former tribe.
Under Magubliet.
Under the oubliette. Okay.
The Harpers did in fact come and take them down and leave. Usually it's only one, maybe two guys, since they really. I'm gonna use this analogy. They really just like to be by themselves, work solo and alone, unless they really have to work in a team.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
because aren't you guys like don't you like revere the city of Myth Draenor? It was this elven city taken over by fiends, and you think that's a really terrible thing, and we're literally trying to stop this city being taken over by fiends.
Oh yes, I'm quite sure. It is a terrible thing, but again, it doesn't really involve me.
And jeez, it's a good thing you won this board game against them, Toulouse.
I also have plenty
Yeah.
of money to work with, so I'll be able to help you out. So anytime you need something, just let me know. My vast
Did it?
family's income comes in handy, I'm sure.
Good to know.
Didn't you have a giant that for gambling?
Like I said, vast family's income as opposed to family's vast income. There are lots of big families with very low income.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a very big family with very little income.
It's terrible.
It's like one of
Terrible.
these families that still lives in like mansions and has jets and stuff, but like 3 of those mansions are mortgaged out the waz and they have no liquidity.
But you've managed to deal with him. You now have control of a shield guardian. I'm just gonna give you, don't abuse it, control to all players, so you can move him if you want. Only if you want.
I want to control the shield guardian. No, it's my hour with the shield guardian.
I'm the one with the what was it? A bracelet? What did he give me again?
It's an
trinket?
amulet. It's basically how you
The
control the
amulet.
shield guardian.
Okay.
Well,
Rialta
I'll
has
claim
her
the moral
pet.
high ground, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm physically nowhere near a computer.
Yeah. To be fair, this creature most certainly does look like an engine block.
Yeah.
I did screw up on one part. He's still a bad person. Well, he's still a rich, noble kind of jerk, but he would believe you on the personal matter of, yeah, bad things are happening in the dark. You still have to beat me in a game of chess in order for me to help you. That still happened. He just now believes you more.
Okay.
Liars can't be good at chess. It's a game of truth, right?
Yes, because
Oh,
my
yeah.
rook moves to c4.
Sorry, my bad. I got some of my NPC information mixed up. But he does not agree. You now have control of the Shield Guardian. I put him below you guys so he doesn't block everyone. But he states, very well then. We'll be ready by, I'm assuming you're not going tomorrow?
We're
Probably not.
All right,
probably in a week or so.
we'll be ready by then.
Okay.
Definitely ready by 2 days, but take your time. I have plenty of things I want to buy here. Plenty of rooms, homes, industries.
Well, it's been really interesting.
Did I mention I'm rich?
Quite often.
Hi, Richard.
you leave his room.
Yeah, he's all talking. I got money up my ass, and we're like, okay, bye.
So where are we going tomorrow?
Back to
Antidote
our
just-
house. Didn't we set up a house for us?
You did.
here?
You set up a house. You didn't buy anything, but there's so much space, empty space currently, that you can just lay claim to a home until otherwise stated.
We leased the house for a year.
No, you still haven't done
Yeah.
that.
What?
You can. No one has. They just let
No
you
one has
stay
paid
to
for
an
it.
empty house.
Oh, okay.
Currently, we're
was
guests
water.
of the king. Well,
Ah.
we're guests of the king.
Ah,
Yeah.
sorry. I wasn't.
It's fine. I mentioned beforehand, so it can easily have been misinterpreted.
It's just 100 gold for a year, though.
Yeah, it's only 100 gold.
Oh, I have
Holy.
600.
Cries a new player. You have 600?
I do. I've been stocking up money. I don't really spend. I don't shop much, if you haven't noticed.
It's true.
I have 70.
But you have two other remaining. The Elven individual and Sir Lanavar Stryle, which is the person I am naming specifically, not for you guys to go there. It's because the first name I showed you guys.
Right on. Which one's the... There's the noble people and who else?
The individual, they're more or less both nobles. If you have Sir, that is a title. If you have
Yeah.
Lord, that is a title of nobility.
But I thought one of them represented, like, the Council of Nobles or something.
Yeah, the Lord's of the Lions and the other one.
Yeah.
is
Oh,
from the
yeah. My bad.
Order of the Gauntlet.
I misinterpreted what you meant.
But a Sir is technically not a noble. He is
be
a
a knight.
knight.
Yes, I said title, not noble.
Ah,
The Emerald Enclave individual is Mortisa Malkin, who is a dwarf. I'm just going to go through everyone again, so it's not that hard. The Harpers, you just met with him. It's Lord Zelrun, or Zelren. He's pretty cash, although kind of pompous. The Order of the Gauntlet is run by Sir Lanavar Stryle, who is the man at the top, who you have yet to speak with. The Emerald Enclave is run by, well, not run by, but I'm going to still say run by. It doesn't matter. Morista Malkin, who is the, I just said that, Shield Dwarf.
yes.
The Lord's
Representative.
Alliance.
We have
Lord
the Lord's
Ervin
Alliance and the
Hond. That's who you're talking about. Lord Elvin Hond. The elf guy. Bottom.
I was going to ask if Eldith had any tips about talking to nobility, but it's elven nobility, so she's probably a dick.
And the Zenturium hot lady, because that's how they describe her. Although not so crudely.
Word sentence needs work on.
Pardon?
Yes.
Antidote just looks towards you. I have no idea what you just said.
Word sentence needs work on.
I mean, I guess I heard
I have
it
no
clearly.
idea what you just said. Like, honestly,
Sentence which word needs working on.
What
Use
needs
work.
working
Can you
on?
try typing it real quick? I'm sorry.
No, what needs working on?
Yes.
It's just a confusing sentence. That's all that was meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just yes. And we're like, what did you say? Yes.
Mm.
Mm.
Do you
Uh,
say my
yeah.
voice needs working on?
Antidote just states, right. Well, the last two that we need to speak with is Lord Evron Hond. He runs the Lord's Alliance. He's the elven man we met yesterday. He was kind of more or less arrogant, but from what I remember, he's a charming and sly courtier. So if you're not able to be sociable, recommend not speaking with him. In fact, I got kicked out of his little entourage group not that long after speaking with him.
Le français côtier.
Gothos, you're correct. He's not an American currency.
In general, that is a currency.
I know. It's the first one that came to mind. I was gonna say, or 1/4 of a year.
Or measurements.
Still.
Yeah, I'll do it.
He
Hey,
does. Oh, you're gonna go with him? He was gonna say. Also, there is the man that we have yet to speak with, Sir Linvar Stryle from the Order of the Gauntlet. Faith, devotion, justice, duty. Pretty into that.
Yeah, well, that should be an easy one then. That'll
would
be a nice
think.
finisher.
Although the other guy, his thing was all about the people, and he was hard to convince.
Well,
Yeah,
you won
the
those
guy-
games pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
Priorities.
I suppose it all depends on how he sees you and your devotions to things. I didn't speak with him beforehand, but that's just what I was told. He's very determined. It was a nice way of saying it.
Hey, Eldeth, you ever meet this guy before? Or, like, have to deal with elven diplomats?
No, the Elven Man? No, I have not. They seem nice enough, though. Lenavar, I have, many times.
You hang in the back.
Hangs in the back.
I remember how that last interaction went.
Brack hangs in the back. So where are you guys going? Because I
Takes trip
still have
mortem.
no context.
Well, Alright, let's try a lordy lordy.
All right. Eventually finding the Elven Quarters, because that's immediately what they called it. Represented by individual just holding two spears at the ready. You like knock. Hey, is Lord Elven Hond there? And they eventually let you in after 10 minutes of pompous, arrogant speaking, like presenting Lord. Blah 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 blah. You zone out like soon after, and then eventually you are allowed nobility, which is coming from Terathirin. I could be wrong, mispronouncing that, and his moon elf heritage. It's not surprising he looks that young. So take that with a grain of salt. He could be a little bit more older than you appear to be, but he does seem to have a sway of him that represents charm, charisma. But you know, take that however you will. Looking towards you, he does state, "Ah, yes, welcome. I was expecting you to communicate rather earlier, honestly, but that's quite all right. I'm sure you had things to do." Did I cut out again?
No, I was just
We're
trying.
just trying to-
I was like, don't insult it. Don't be cavalier.
Anyone can speak, by the way. It doesn't have to be Gothos. If you want it to be Gothos, that's perfectly fine.
He decided to keep the best for last.
I'm not allowed to talk to people.
That's fair.
Only have good charisma. Shit. Yes. So it's always it's best to save some of the more enjoyable conversations for later.
I suppose that's quite true. People around here are a little bit more self-centered than most. So then, I had heard of your little hunting party that came out of the Underdark and want to return with some help to stop all of these problems down there. But honestly, I don't see why. This is the guy that doesn't believe you. It concerns us. The Underdark
Wedding.
chose to be in evil's grasp, so why should we go down there to assist?
Because you live on top of it. You know, your fancy castles and stuff are gonna crumble when there's no ground. You know what I mean?
As unpleasant as the Underdark may be, it's better than a literally never-ending, shape-shifting pool of demons and fiends.
And you have any way of proving this is true, or just speculation on things you have seen? Do you have any concrete evidence of, hey, we are the bad guys, we're gonna go out and kill everyone?
I wish my eyeball had like a recording thing in it, so I could be like, here's a projector.
Yeah.
Here's an eyeball. Do you see that I'm not crazy?
Yeah.
Press it right against your own eyeball.
Unfortunately,
it's a monster, but I don't
it
know.
it is monstrous, but it doesn't
it's
prove
nice
anything.
and friendly to me.
Yeah.
What? I can blast stuff. I always forget that. I was looking to see if I had Zone of Truth at least. I don't think I have any 3rd level spells yet.
Zone of Truth, the 2nd level.
Is it? Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Well, I still don't. Do I not have it?
Probably not if you didn't find it the first time.
But to be fair, would he trust the person that is casting Zone of Truth to be truthful that he casted Zone of Truth?
It's weird, but not necessarily like something dangerous. It's like, why are you casting Zone of Truth? Isn't your word enough? But I can see what you're talking about, Brack. Looking towards you, though, he does state.
But I can't do it anyway.
All of you are respectful in your own ways of how things are done, but I'm sure you're more or less unaware of how things truly are done. Things in life are generally not so black and white, and what you've seen down there may just be located down there. And while it is true we do live above ground, we live above ground, and while underground may crumble and fall, generally the surface of the ground stays flat.
If Earth erodes, then ground will collapse.
They're also going to swarm up here. I mean, they're not going to stay down there forever.
Brack, roll persuasion with advantage thanks to Toulouse.
That's the sound of someone who doesn't have very good charisma.
Or never thought you needed to roll charisma.
That advantage will help.
Oh! Yeah. Luckily, I have advantage, so it's a 6.
That advantage will save a crushing defeat, but it's not enough to fully convince him. Looking towards you, he does state, I understand where you're coming from, giant man, because you do tower over him. And little one, you are shorter than him, but it's also kind of insulting. Take that over you.
Tannhauser's in the room, right?
Tannhauser's
like nearby or something. I know we're not in this
your
huge
mount
colossal
is
room.
next to you. They can be in the room if you want.
See, I kind of wanted them to like wait outside and then try and sneak up like right behind this guy.
Is he a knight or a paladin?
Paladin.
Gothos? Yeah, Gothos is a paladin. If you're talking about Lord Avron Hund, he is... Need to look character sheet.
He's just a lord.
He's just a noble.
No.
Well, it says use the noble statistics found in the monster manual. So, just noble. I think he's like a level 3 fighter usually. That's what nobles are implied to be.
So you don't want to offer aid to your own people, pretty much.
if the problem does present itself above ground. Nom Nom, looking at him, what are you trying to gather?
Like, just kind of listening to him. Like, what does he actually like care about?
Yeah, looking towards him and seeing how he works. First of all, kind of a dick. Second of all, still using the epicenter around him, mainly this conversation, to be the one on top. It does seem like he's able to communicate well, viciously, still has control of the entire conversation. It does seem like he wants something, that's definitely true. But so far, all you're doing is asking him to help you rather than saying, hey, is there something we can do in return for your services or your men and people to help you help everyone else? Because it involves all of us.
Help you help us.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be money. We already spent it. That.
Yes, it does seem that the Lord Evron, he would use his title, wants something, and so far you have yet to say that.
You guys want to try that? Otherwise, I was going to try and jump scare him.
I don't think a jump scare would work.
I don't think a jump scare is gonna work.
How would your spider?
Hey,
do
this is
that?
Doom 3.
Yeah,
We're in a
Gothos, go
room.
ahead and roll stealth for your mound.
So I don't
Yeah.
really know much about lords and stuff, but like, isn't there something like, is there like something we could trade you?
Yeah.
Gothos,
Is there
you
something
see,
you just like?
anyone with a passive perception of 13 can see like a giant spider by the window, like 5 feet behind Lord Everin. He hasn't spotted your spider yet because he's currently not looking at it because he's taking control of the situation here. So that's happening in case I guess Plan B fails.
Okay. So just like up against this window is just
Mhm.
like this giant spider face, like
And Nom Nom then stating, "Is there something you want, need, helping by Kobo?" He does state, there is something that I would like in return, I suppose. There is a spy currently working underground that we have lost contact with a month ago. They themselves a noble by birth, so we generally desperately want him back. After all, I was about to say, what's a nice way of saying his pedigree is required in our city? But yeah, he would probably just say that.
his lineage is irreplaceable.
Yeah, his lineage is replaceable, so we do need him back. He's been down there for quite some time. If nothing else, we do require him coming back or his body returning. I would like you to be on the lookout for this individual. They are currently disguised as a drow, like your friend there, but I highly doubt so disgusting looking. Rude. I take it as it is. Unfortunately, elves do not like drow. It's a stigma that unfortunately follows.
Well, how can we? We would need help in doing that. So
Yeah,
what
if
do
he's
you
disguised,
recommend?
how
How
will we
would
know?
we identify this person if we were to find him?
Yes.
I mean, if he's working as a spy, he's not going to tell us.
If you accept this charm, I'd be willing to assist you, bringing in 5 dwarven guards and 3 human spies along with me, including my. For some reason, he has like. I'm just gonna write this. Not write this down, but I'm gonna just say this outright. Let's see here. Oh wait. Never mind. Wrong NPC. Sorry, I'm getting him confused. He just states, if you decide to take on this request, I will bring to the table 5 dwarven guards and 3 human spies to accompany you down there, as well as myself to assist in the matter.
That is awfully brave of you.
I mean, yeah, you're
Yeah,
a lord guy. I mean, if you were going to go down there, wouldn't you?
No, sorry, guys. I was just like, guys, what do you think?
I don't see why not. It's better than some of these other people. He
Yeah.
at least seems willing.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
if
worst
he
case
just
scenario.
wants to find his friend. Yeah, he just wants to find his friend. He's gonna help us.
I mean, worst case scenario, they go, you're not looking for a friend enough, and then they go look for the friend.
Yeah.
The terms.
Probably.
Charms accepted. I don't know.
Yeah.
Toulouse just
Deal.
says, "Charms accepted." I don't know what you want. Currently, still, I'm gonna say like Toulouse is like the giant stone golem, shield golem is large size, so I'm gonna say like Toulouse is currently like climbing on top of.
I was just gonna say, can I sit on his shoulder?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to say though that we cannot guarantee your safety.
I'm more than able to protect myself, and the individuals that I bring down with me will likely also protect other people's lives, including my own. Very well then.
Sounds like a good deal. Drink on it. I pull out my wineskin, take a swig, and then offer to him.
Face palms.
No, he doesn't facepalm. It's
That's
too
me.
underneath. Oh yeah, you.
It's like golf clap, and then some champagne is brought in.
He like looks down, points at it. What vintage?
Monday?
I make it myself.
I made it myself.
Don't worry, it's really fresh.
Nom, did you actually tell them?
No, I'm just like, what's a vintage?
I will drink my own stock. Claps. His own vintage comes in. Other people get wine glasses as well. Nom drinks, puts his own wine
No, what?
into the
I tried the
goblet.
fancy stuff.
Drinks. The oven wine that's brought in is quite strong and palpable. It doesn't get you drunk. That's not the problem. Well, that's not why this is made. But it does give you that nice buzzed feeling if you've ever drinking. And if you haven't, it gives you a nice calm sensation and a little bit airiness to your mind. So you're less panicked, which is good.
It's synthahol from the next generation.
Oh no, not synthahol.
Can't get you drunk, but
Uh-huh.
You should feel good.
Like, you can eventually get plastered on this stuff, but one drink isn't going to do that.
Requires at least 2.
I don't know. But the people eventually leave, and eventually Everin, or Lord Everin, because he would say that, tells you the details of how he'll get his men prepared, men and women, because there's both in the party. You tell him we're going to go later on in the week, and he says he'll have the men ready by the morrow. So tomorrow or the day after. Technically, the day after is tomorrow. Yeah, I knew that, but I don't know. I don't know why I described it differently. Whatever.
I didn't know that.
Because he's a lord, they always do things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they do it the same, and then you should be worried.
Man.
Lord's planning.
Yeah. But you eventually leave after the guards in front of the doorway go, now leaving, blah 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 blah. You ignore them.
Yes.
We just keep walking, but if they stop, we turn around and be like, keep up.
No, I'm trying to sample everything that anything that's food.
Yeah. While you're walking out, you take another swig of wine. You take some cheeses, some meats. You do find this weird. It looks like a kielbasa, but it has weird coloration to it. You take a bite out of it, kind of like a hot dog. It feels like very fresh, burning spices into your mouth. You burp a little bit, and some fey fire pops out of your mouth with green, pearl white. And blue flames just flicker out in the exact same unison. It's not an attack, it's just a weird sensation.
I'm a dragon.
That's
You're not supposed to
you're
eat
Kobo.
that.
Yeah. No, you're not correctly right. Kobo looks at this and wants to breathe fire too, grabs it. There's
Yep.
more than one, obviously. He's a noble.
I was about to say that.
One. Yeah. Grabs it, bites, does the same thing.
I'll just pick up the children and leave before the Lord notices.
Yeah.
I'm
One
gonna have a
eyebrow
contest with
raised.
Kobo.
Brack just
Who?
picks up Nom Nom and Kobo and just walks out with the rest of them. The guards
Wait,
do
wait.
titles, blah blah blah. Wait, what's up?
No, I was like, wait, I need more.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm gonna say Nom Nom, Kobo. If you want more, go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
Okay. I was gonna say I could use Mage Hand, but yeah, I'll do Sleight of Hand.
You still want to sleight of hand because someone would probably stop you. Well, stop, a floating sausage.
I would like to catch the floating sausage with my mouth.
You're
with,
walking away, aren't you?
with a sleight of hand of an 11, technically, Brack does have him. Toulouse, you were saying?
Oh, nothing. I was gonna say maybe I could try to make my shield guardian grab some on the way out, but
That would not be sleight of hand. That's like grab. Sorry,
He just,
Toulouse.
like breaks the table because he's too strong. Nah, yeah, I'm gonna resist that urge.
This guy just like grabs the tablecloth and
Tempting.
starts walking
Nom
away.
Nom, you're able to like quickly grab another one, put it in your pocket. That actually could be used for something, but that's currently what you know what it can do. Toulouse, you tempted. Kobo, you like mage hand one of them.
I'm already out of the room. When they were stealing everything, I was already gone. I was like out of the room already.
Oh,
She already actually emptied the
There are
table.
nerves. They're supposed to be eaten.
I'll resist the urge to just snatch the whole tablecloth.
The last one
Both those
flies
wills.
in the air.
Both
Brack
those will
bites
stuck
it
his
before.
face too.
Yeah. Brack bites into it and eats it whole before it can get into Kobo's hands. Unfortunately.
Police is like, I don't need your rich food.
Yeah. But eventually everyone leaves. Nom Nom won. Fairy Fire Sausage stronger.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Now
no.
we have one left. One left to talk.
Can't wait for you to try and burp on someone who's invisible. Get fairy fire on them.
Hey, at least it's not a sausage of gaseous cloud.
Hey, where can I get more of these?
I was gonna say, well, they're hors d'oeuvres, right? They're on a plate. As I'm being carried out, can't Mage Hand just
No, I
pick
mean,
up
like-
the whole plate and be floating behind me? Or is that gonna be somebody gonna grab it?
Someone's gonna grab it. 11's not good enough. Sorry.
Okay.
Also, the plate is quite heavy.
Yeah, this guy's rich. That plate is made of silver.
Yes, it is.
And-
But you guys eventually go back into the street. Nom Nom asks one of the guards when they're going, now leaving the magnificent state of blah blah blah. He just say, hey, where can I get one of these? These were transferred from the Great Plain of the Feywild. I'm afraid services will need to be rendered, but you can get one from our kitchen currently, so long as the
That's
Lord
so
deems
cool.
it.
Lord, it's Lord will.
Appropriate.
Maybe we should have asked for these as our reward.
I feel like
Oh.
maybe there are better things to ask for. Who knows?
Have you tried one? Nom Nom pulls it out of his pocket and offers it to Athos.
You can keep it for later. I ate a couple while I was in there.
If we
you'll
are,
be sorry.
if we are trying to convince these people to help you, maybe we shouldn't try to eat everything.
Hey, it was put out. You know, it was either going to get eaten or by us or the kitchen folk.
Or the other guests.
Potentially, Slash says. But other than that, if he is coming with us, I'm sure he has people to cook for him, I suppose. Antidote does state, more than likely, he is a rich noble. That out of the way, though, we did manage to get his assisted help, more or less. I don't know. I just don't want to talk with him. But we do have one left to go. And so far, the good guys have been annoying to convince.
Yeah, what's this guy? A mercenary?
No, I think he's part of the noble faction. If you're talking about the last one, he's from the Order of the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
From what I remember, they are a dedicated, tight-knit group. I'm going to say it in regular voice. Tight-knit group of holy-minded crusaders driven by a finely honed sense of justice and honor. friendship and camaraderie are important to members of the order, and they share a trust normally reserved for siblings. So one of those very goody
Fraternal
groups.
order.
Sure.
This is, yeah, the Order of the Gauntlet is like the most lawful, stupid order that ever has been built, right?
What is it? Is it the Order of the Gauntlet because is that Talos's symbol? And he's like the god of justice or something?
You're thinking of Tyr. You don't know.
Here.
Actually,
But if I
Banjo
roll
doesn't know.
religion, do I
If
go?
you roll religion, you could.
I was gonna say, like,
Ooh.
yeah.
That's a 22.
Did you just say disadvantage?
That's a 22.
Yeah, Nalamon and Gothos.
We high five. No.
High five.
Nice.
I catch 22.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you the entire thing. The Order of the Gauntlet is a dedicated, tightly knit group of holy-minded crusaders driven by a finely honed sense of justice and honor. Friendship and camaraderie are important to members of the Order, and they share a trust normally reserved for siblings. They seek to uphold justice as best they can and to continually test their mettle against the forces of evil. There are few, if any, lone operatives in this organization. Working in pairs and small groups reinforces the bonds of friendship and help keep members from straying off the path of righteousness. The Underdark has always been a proving ground for cadets of the Order, as well as a frequent destination for veteran paladins, monks, and clerics looking to smite evil. It hasn't taken long for reports of new threats rising in the Underdark to reach the Order. From what you can tell, the Demon Lords embody the kind of evil the Order of the Gauntlet is sworn to destroy. All members of the Order seek the evolving situation. Wow, I can't see it.
Word.
See the evolving situation as an opportunity to deal a mighty blow to the forces of the Abyss. They want to send the Demon Lords howling back into the pit, proving the worth of the Order as well as testing their own valor and bravery. They are generally the Order itself generally is represented by Tyr symbol, and many of them worship Tyr. You don't technically have to worship Tyr, but that's nearly a 1-to-1.
That should be easy.
You would think, and you thought the Harpers were going to be easy.
Yeah, it's like they all think that, except for this guy.
To be fair, usually the Harpers are quite easy
Yeah.
on the eyes.
Oh, so yes.
Let's go talk to this paladin guy.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not a paladin. Gauntlet dude.
Gauntlet dude.
Let's go talk with Sir Lannister.
Dude.
Sir Lannister.
Eventually
His name is Jamie.
Eventually getting to a nice little tavern area where you're able to be allowed in. They wouldn't go to such an exorbitant extent of, the lords and stuff like that. While he does have a title, he's not of, from what I remember, he's not of noble birth. No, he's not.
Simply knighted.
He is a landed knight.
Yes. But looking towards you and eventually you looking towards him, he does state, welcome, friends. So, the king has mentioned beforehand what is to happen and what is to occur down there, and he did state that you all would eventually seek out my assistance. So, what can I help you with?
Well, we're going to be going back down there, and any help you happen to have available would be hot,
Okay, weird question, but this is what it tells me to do. How many people are considered good? I'm not saying everyone else is evil, but do you have lawful good, neutral good? If you have good, who's good?
I'm neutral good.
I'm lawful good.
Wait,
Maybe
who
you'd be
said they were
talking.
good?
Right?
Nom nom.
And Kobo.
Yeah, you
mean,
have to explain
honest-
that one, Kobo.
I'm not evil. I'm good.
I'm
Are you
Not
sure
misunderstood.
about
lawful
that?
good. Not lawful
No,
good.
you just
But
have
I'm
to have
still
good.
good.
You just have to have good. That's all I'm looking for. That's all I asked for.
Honestly, I would have thought that Gothos would be more neutral, but based on his actions and how he's not killing people and stuff, he's probably on the good side, just based on his actions.
I'm not asking about your actions. What does your character sheet say?
It says neutral good.
Ah, I'm pretty sure mine says none of the above.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So chaotic evil then.
You know what?
Uh,
This is a very Gothos
it
thing to do. I'm going to
technically
flip a
says
coin.
chaotic good. I don't know how that got there.
Well, it's still good, so that's good.
One is neutral, two is chaotic good.
I think
Ah,
I'm
neutral.
chaotic
Sorry.
neutral.
Okay. So that's half the team. And looking at the NPCs, the NPCs bring the party swaying differently.
Yeah, suddenly we are evil.
No, you're not pure evil. It's just looking towards you and him just staring at you guys. He does state, I understand that you do need help, and in fact, I am more than welcome and willing to assist you. But honestly, I don't see any of you in it to help others. Rather, you're in it for yourselves.
What?
We're trying to help an
What?
entire civilization that we just found. In it for ourselves? That's crazy.
Well, I mean, I
Those are-
am trying to liberate my people. If I have to kill some people to do that, I mean, it's not necessarily good, but it's not bad.
I mean, I understand mass genocide in order to help out a few people, a few good people. I've done that myself.
Genocide, no, deicide is more what we're going for. You know,
Well,
cut the head off the snake, sort of a
You
thing.
can't get much more good than trying to kill an evil god.
Demon Lord's different thing, but I understand what you're saying. Short. He would say young one. Sorry, Colo.
That works.
Well,
I am
he
only
looks
16.
half. Yeah,
He
he
does
looks
look young.
half elvish. He's probably old.
Yeah. But Navar himself is more or less middle aged. Still looks good though. Looking towards you, he does say, young one, and he does state, I understand where you're coming from, and helping people out is generally nice and dandy. But you're trying to help out the Underdark people, and most of them are evil, chaotic, destructive, hell-bent on just getting themselves killed
No.
off. You want to help
I beg
those...
to differ. I beg to differ. I don't think we're just helping the people of the Underdark. I think we're helping everybody because you and I both know those demon guys, if they actually get to the Underdark, is going to be a lot worse place. And they're not going to stay down there. I mean, now they have to make special magic portals and find ways to get into our world. Now they just have to crawl through a cave. They're going to be up here, ransacking and looting the good people up here on the surface.
You think
We're
the
helping
occasional
everybody.
You think the occasional goblin swarm is bad? Wait until they're infested with fiendish powers and led by somebody who actually knows strategy.
Think about the illiterate and drow refugees.
That's quite true. We wouldn't want so many dangerous individuals up here. Many of the drow led by Loth are necessitatively evil and destructive.
They would get displaced right on up here.
Yes.
Thousands and thousands of them.
Kobo, go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage thanks to Gothos and Bract.
Okay.
Not the refugees.
Yeah. Thousands of refugees. And refugees are desperate. And desperate people do desperate things. Desperate things aren't necessarily
Oh, this guy's
good.
a right winger. You don't have to do anything other than to say refugees. He needs to be like, from shithole countries?
And suddenly we turn into Turkey, and the Lord has become Europe.
Okay. Politics out of the way. He doesn't like the Underdark people, so kinda yes. But back in game, no right or left. Just a dude that doesn't like the Underdark. 17 is pretty good. Go ahead and roll again.
Advantage.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You get
Advantage, I forgot.
advantage.
I forgot
Take out the
advantage.
refugees.
There it is.
Yes.
Yeah, again, Brad, it's not refugees. It's more like, hey, they took over. We're gonna go up here and take over this place. It's different. It's more like colonialism, technically.
It's like
It's
the people
reverse
that
colonialism.
if you thought living in the Underdark was barely tolerable before, you won't now.
Just wait when the people from the Underdark come
Lindvar
living
does
upstairs.
take note of this and does state that it is quite true. We wouldn't want them up here. After all, they do have knives, magic, and things of the sort. Very well then. I entrust to you this blade, representative of something of my nature, akin to your own goodness of interest and heart. He does hand over to Kobo a +1 Warhammer, but you can obviously change it to a +1 other thing if it's more useful to the adventurers, is what the PDF says.
Okay.
Like-
+1.
I like the idea of Kobo like with a little Thor's hammer, like
Hey, yeah.
Here, take this fine blade. It's a hammer.
Now then, I will be accompanying you myself, as well as my assist. No, it's not an assistant. In addition to the veterans mentioned above, where does it say in addition to the veterans? All right, there we go. I and a few veterans, thusly named, blah blah blah. He gives you names, totaling, and I think 5 of them. Yeah. 5 veterans. I will be bringing along my. Wait, what? Why does it say it like that? In addition to the veterans mentioned above, Sir Lenavar travels with a young but able squire named Rael Venice. Why didn't you just say along with my. Whatever. I bring to the group 5 of my kin as well as my squire. You see next to him, even though it's not depicted, a nice young woman named Rael Venice. It doesn't give it a description. It just says squire, female, kind of messed up, but whatever. Female human. Sorry.
Knock yourself out.
I guess. She just waves to you guys. She's been there, but she's been polite, I guess.
She has been hiding behind the chair the entire time.
this guy's the kind of knights are like squires are not to be heard unless spoken to.
Honestly,
Exactly.
yeah. I'm gonna.
So
I'm gonna
his
give you
squire
this.
is not named Billy then.
Unfortunately, not. Sure. If you're gonna give me, hey, here's a female squire, whatever. I'm gonna go with a pretty one.
A pretty one.
Because I feel like Lenavar would, unfortunately, have some eye candy. Again,
of
these are
course
the
he would.
good guys.
That's because everything good about him you're turning into bad. Jesus, Dogma.
Honestly, yes. But yeah, he doesn't like the Underdark, so that's, if you're all you know of the Underdark is bad, evil people that are controlled by bad, evil gods, I can see that. But I'm just making fun of the PDF because all it says about her is human female guard. And I'm taking it out on him.
Hey man, I especially, Kobo, you probably too. I've killed more people in the Underdark than you've probably ever seen.
Yeah.
He's in the city, so little frightening. But
You've
so
been
Leonard,
to
just
an Underdark City before?
you all have, I think, except for
No,
I know
no,
we
no.
have, no, then him. Like he's been to a functioning Underdark city and he's still like, oh, they're all rats.
Yeah, he actually has been there, but it's more like
Oh.
I'm not going to say it the way he looks at it, but that's probably fine. But you can understand why Eldith gets along with this person.
Hey, I didn't tell her to stand in the background this time. She could be like right up front, being like, "Yeah, fuck goblins, not you."
But when you negotiate, she is still there. Like, being not heard or seen because they tell you she's there with accompanying him, but only until the end is she ever mentioned,
Oh.
which is what I don't like about this. Because she could be a part of the conversation. She is following him as a squire. Why isn't she? Whatever. Looking towards this, she's in the back, Bracked in the front for some reason, because I think I copied and pasted you, but arranged her in the back and left it alone. He does state, very well then. We'll get started immediately bringing my veterans in and dealing with the situation at hand. As he says that, you do see an arrow just shoot through the window, and I want everyone to go ahead and roll turn order. But before that, I want everyone to go ahead and roll a d20. Wow, nearly exactly the same thing. A d20.
Just flat D20, no
Flat
save or
d20,
anything.
no
just
save or
flat.
anything.
Roll a d20.
/R 1d20.
Yeah,
Oh!
Okay. 6, 9, 1, 6, 5, 11. Gothos, what's your armor class?
Sucked at whatever that was. 22 right now because of your fancy shield you gave me.
Nice. All right, and Shalenivar got a natural. No, wait. That is Rail. Rail got a natural 20. Take that. But he got a 16 plus, so unfortunate. Yeah, I think it's just Kobo, but he has a pretty high armor class. An arrow just shoots through the window and aims. Unfortunately, like somehow goes around everyone and aims directly towards Gothos. It scrapes along his armor, but then you see some of the acidic burning along your armor. It doesn't like burn through it, but it like if you've ever seen like chemicals working with metal, it decolorizes it and then like shoots into the back of the rock behind you and like smashes it in. Okay, now everyone go ahead and return order if you already haven't.
By the way, guys,
a lot of you did.
proposal. I think we're gonna need a food truck. With all the people we're bringing.
Yeah.
We had a wagon for a while that I was pulling because I was the strongest.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
Why would you get a horse? Or
We didn't have
donkey?
the
well,
chance.
there was a wagon and no horse. What are you gonna do? Leave the wagon?
Yeah, we didn't have the chance to get a horse.
Later.
With a
later.
catapult
We're
on
being
top of the
attacked
cart.
right now.
You're being attacked right now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Boom, nom nom, Gothos, Bracked, Kobo.
We're all having casual conversation after just being.
What
We're
is it?
veterans now. We're all just like, oh, this fucking shit.
I thought
Dwarven cities were safe.
Yeah.
Alright.
What's going on here?
Why does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why does it feel like I don't have? Oh, it's Toulouse. There it is.
Initiative.
And the shield golem will go on Toulouse's turn.
Yeah.
will do-
Toulouse, what was your
I will do
initiative? Oh,
22.
22 plus 2. For some reason, it didn't show up.
It's weird. Oh, maybe I didn't click my token. Shit, sorry.
Probably.
It's all good. I was just wondering, where am I missing a character? I see all your initiative rolls. I'll have Antidote roll for NPC turn. He rolled poorly, but still beat some of you guys. Sorry, Brad and Kobo.
Yeah. I'm not a dexterous person.
That's fair.
It's fine. That's why I have a great sword that compensates for everything.
But immediately you do see like the window shatter and 3 individuals just shoot into the room. You do see that some of them are garbed in like random hoodie wear, like masks, but they immediately take it off because they are not like weird random cultists. They are just drow. Drow that got up here and realized that something is going down, or maybe they're people that were hunting you that eventually caught up.
Oh. Interesting.
Standing behind them is a
Can we
high...
roll a perception on that or something?
Sure.
I'll roll
Yeah.
for that. Perception.
Insight, perception, whatever. What do you think? It's the
Alright.
same. It's the same
it by
bonus.
nat
I don't
20?
know why I asked.
Uh-huh.
Looking through this, Nom Nom and Toulouse, Kobo as well, technically. You all realize that some of these people do seem familiar, and they are representatives of the Drow. Not in the way you like, though. These people were some of your jailers. The man at the far end is
Yeah,
the one.
representatives from Lolth. Not the kind you like, though.
Not what I meant, but funny you hear that way. The man behind him, behind Lennifer, is the one that was jailing you. Was the what's it called? It's not courtesan, but it's male version. I'm going to say male concubine of the priestess.
Consort.
Consort.
Consort. Yeah.
Of
Lolly.
I like Manhor better, but whatever.
Technically true. Of the person you killed, thinking back on it, you killed that priestess, you killed that guy that got scarred up, that, arrested you guys. Looking towards you, he does state, "You monsters! I will take you down for the mess." Behind him is another priestess of Loth. And then Lennifer looks behind him, looks towards the individuals around him, and then states, "See, this is why we can't trust the Drow. All of my bad motivations are proven true due to this man."
It's the vindication!
I'm just still messing.
Oh, so not good.
Yeah, I'm just messing around. That probably doesn't happen. All right. The first to go is technically Boom. Boom, you're up first. I'm going to go with Battle Music Hydra. Even though you're not fighting a Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
All right.
Well,
Well,
that's
let's
a lot more drow than I thought there were only 3 drow.
3 Drow that jumped into the room.
Okay.
And then the
3
2 head bad
goons
guys.
and 2 baddies. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so first I'm triggering Blade Song, and then I am going to go rush up to this particular not nice person here, and I am going to cast Booming Blade. So let's see. So attacking with the rapier.
And a phone.
Alright, does that hit?
14 does hit. You take out your Nokia and bash it into his head, killing him instantly.
Hey, that's a Samsung.
All right, you don't kill him instantly. Your phone cracks.
Alright, so
The battery
hold
lights
I
on
still
fire.
I have to roll a d8 to add. So, okay, it's 13 points total.
All right. You take out your rapier and slash into his side. He's bleeding out heavily and just looking at you with the fervor of an insane man.
Oh, I forgot to do the second attack. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with the rapier again. I guess that does hit.
Yep.
And another 12 points.
Okay. Slashing him once more. 12, 13, 23.
17.
17? Wait, what do you mean?
Plus 20. Plus 4 is 21.
Wait, what? 9 plus 4 is 13.
Yes.
Plus 12 is 25.
Oh yeah. Where did my math go?
I'm not going. 9 and 4 do not make 21, dude.
It
Okay.
was 12 and 9. He forgot the 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot the 4.
It's fine. It's fine. Slashing in once more. You can tell that he's barely standing up, but he's standing up. Boom. Bonus turn. Not bonus turn. No one's getting a bonus turn this way.
Action charge!
Wow, I am blanking on the B. Bonus action.
My bonus action was the very first thing I did, which is activate Blade Song.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was, in fact, a B move.
Toulouse.
I will Dun dun dun. My mind went blank. I'm gonna go attack the same guy that Boom just attacked.
All right.
I will flip off my little guy and come here, and he moves on my turn.
He goes on your turn.
Okay, because I'm gonna have him attack
Okay.
the same guy I'm attacking too. So does that sneak attack? If he's
Sure,
next
we
to
can
me,
work
does
that
he
way.
count as a? Does he count as a? Does it count like that?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he
considered an
does
ally.
count as an ally.
Yay!
Well, it is a hostile creature to the creature you're attacking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna use Gwen. Gwen, where are you, Gwen? Gwen, my iceness.
I mean,
Gwent?
I haven't read how the
It's a magic sword with a personality.
the
Yeah.
shield bot works.
Oh,
Bell Storm.
I
shielding.
gave you the
I'll
stats.
be attack. Yeah, I was just reading it. Sorry.
It's fine.
That's
You
pretty cool.
go over towards this individual drow.
Nice.
Stab in. Go ahead as you have at thee with your sneak attack damage as well.
From
Sneak
Hell's
attack
Heart.
damage.
You go rushing towards
I
this
think he's
man.
dead.
The golem, the shield guardian rushes. It's a golem. It's inanimate. Well, technically it's animate, but you know it's technically not classified as alive. Rushing towards it, you stab into him and pierce through and through. They fall over dead.
Oh, damn. Okay. That was easy. I'm gonna throw my dagger at this guy.
All right. You throw your dagger over at that guy and goes like, "Guys, this is easy." And Boom like throws up his hand in his air like, "What are you talking about? I attacked him twice and he survived."
Well, you did good.
16.
Dagger 2 does hit.
Okay, cool.
Well, I might have still killed him. I was just saving some of my damage for his movement.
Yeah. Genuinely, you were pretty close. Slashing into this man, he is hurt but not dead. Toulouse, the Guardian still has his action and bonus action. Well, technically, I don't think he has a bonus action.
I'll have him walk over and can he move that far? Yeah.
Yeah. It's on the big
I'll
room.
come over here and pummel this man. Pummel this man.
All right.
I don't have any of the
one-
attacks that are-
It's +7 to hit. What's your plus? Just roll it. Just roll a regular attack. And
What's a regular attack? I have all mine set up all weird.
just roll a Gwen Iceness, and it's -1
Okay.
to hit.
Yeah, that does
So
hit.
that's 22 to hit, and the damage is. Let's see here. Why am I clicking on the wrong
2d6
thing?
plus 3.
Oops.
Yeah, you can either just say 11, or you can roll 2d6 plus 4.
Plus 4.
2d6 plus 4. Rolling a 2d6 plus 4. I couldn't speak.
Oh, that's
Hey,
pretty
got
strong.
Got a green in there. That's nice. Nice.
This shield guardian bashes in, continues to like pummel this guy. Go ahead and roll your attack again. He does have 2 fist attacks.
Oh, how beautiful, beautiful.
-1, 17. 17 does hit.
Okay, and I roll. I gotta remember. Roll. 2d6 plus 4. Nice.
This guy looks very heavily hurt, but like Boom, like beforehand, just barely stands up. Slash and ice. Gothos, why'd you roll those?
Sorry. I wanted to see if what the Gwen Iceness roll, if it was 2d6 or anything, it's 1d8. Never mind.
No, it's 1d8. It's all good. I'm like going, why is Gwen attacking? Did the golem steal the blade? Nom nom.
So this person here. Oops. Why can I do anything? So basically, there's the
Oh, mark
Deuce
boundaries
Bigelow.
with reds.
Deuce Bigelow, and then the right below him is a priestess. You said.
The one below him is priestess. Yes. She was technically someone you could have met, but you guys almost immediately, well, technically not anymore, currently there, busted out of the prison. Like super
Okay.
hard, super fast.
All right. So what I am going to do is I'm going to walk over here because away from people. And sorry, let me pull up my character sheet real quick.
Weird man with glow is priestess.
Why do they both have
Be
red
gone.
dots on them?
What?
Why do they both have red dots on them?
To indicate enemies.
Okay.
Banishment.
You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. The target must succeed its charisma saving throw or be banished. If the target is native to the plane of existence, you're on the banished. The target is harmless demi-plane while they're in the target, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I don't know why it popped up twice, but that's fine. Who are you targeting?
The priestess.
Okay.
Wise.
Cheetah's to beat is...
Charisma caster.
She is
Well, I
a
figured the man-whore
strength
probably-
caster.
I forgot the charisma.
Strength caster.
The man-whore probably has a pretty good charisma.
He does. She does too, but it is only total of +5 because it doesn't
Only a
level her
+5.
up accordingly.
We're still fighting like a level
No!
3.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
she met it, so she beat it.
I still have yet to successfully banish anyone.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
they've either just gotten it or like super past it. But she was close though. Actually, I'm gonna go with Rails. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a character sheet that I already have here. It's not technically hers, but yeah, screw it. They didn't give her a personality, so I'm gonna give her one of my own. Immediately, she looks towards the priestess and looks towards you. She then shouts words of encouragement. I don't know who you are, Dragon Man, but I'm sure you can do this. Nom, go ahead and roll 1d4.
Dragon Man.
Dragon Man turtle thing.
All right. 3 is subtracted from the priestess's roll, and immediately this woman is banished.
Oh, who did that?
Real.
Oh,
Well, no, she assisted you in your action. Other
Oh,
than
wow,
did
that's,
eat up her reaction.
that's pretty nifty.
Yeah.
Eh.
She
Well,
looked
thank you,
towards you,
lady.
thumbs up.
Thank you, lady. Fire sausage?
I don't know what that means. No, anything else.
Fire sausage points to one downwards.
That's all I got.
All right. Evil man technically rushes towards. He would ignore the knight. He just straight up go to attack you guys, which does give him an attack of opportunity. He goes towards Toulouse because, hey, might as well.
I recognize you, Catman.
Modifier does hit. He looks straight towards this drow individual and then state. All my bad opinions on drow are proven true this day. Slash. Only for 9 points of damage. Looking towards you, Toulouse, he rushes out, brings out 2 very sickly-looking daggers. They're like burning, because you're like pretty high up. You're not in the Underdark, but you are higher to the surface in this area now. So I'm gonna say like his stuff and the weapons that he has on them are not like gonna go away, but you can see that they do not work as well as in the Underdark. So when he slashes in, he doesn't have his full perception modifier. I was about to say perception modifier. No, I'm just letting you know that his weapons are like smoking. They're not away, but they are weakened.
Okay.
So he only has +3 to attack. So 12 pretty much does not hit. Goes to slash in one more time. Unfortunately, just not doing well. He's like pretty gruddled and like looks at you guys. Mistress, why did you leave me? I do so well in combat. Gothos.
That's why I targeted the priestess.
I don't take that damage, do I?
No, he was trying to attack.
Okay.
He failed.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Jeez, do I even have to? I was gonna spark big fears and stuff, but I don't even think I have to. These guys are bitches.
I mean,
If
now.
Tannhauser can, they're like level 2 or 3.
They were hard when we fought them in the Underdark, okay?
If Tannhauser can fit in, I'm gonna have her charge in, and then
Yeah. Just let me go get Tannhauser from a different character. Not character. From a different map.
I got you.
Let me steal a different spider.
And I guess wasn't this big guy or the male who stabbed me to death? I feel like it was that first time.
No, the
No?
guy with the scar, the one that actually was threatening. You killed him already.
Okay.
This guy was just like behind the true Drow priestess that was the one that truly imprisoned you. This guy was like, "Oh, mistress, are you doing well this day? I present to you this offering of blah blah blah." Bootlicker. He's a bootlicker. I was going to say butt licker. Kind of too.
It's a butt licker.
It's a weird place to wear a boot.
Yeah. I will ruin his day. Because he's the one who attacked my teammate.
True.
14 probably doesn't hit.
Unfortunately, it does not hit.
Then I'm going to try the shield bash thing and then attack him again after that.
Mhm.
I have it written down. Where is it? Shove. I minimized it when I meant to do that.
All right. He'll use his acrobatics because his dexterity is stronger, and he doesn't have to use his blades. 16. So
This angers the goblin, and I attack again.
You gotta try to push him down, but he like moves and curves around you. 19 does it.
And then I doink him, and I'll say now that I'm going to use at least a level 1 smite. It's 11 damage plus a level 1 smite.
Alright, 21. Going into slashing once more. He does feel a good amount of pain, but he does say, "You think that's that tough? I take that kind of damage in bed all the time." And then, like, frowns because she's... The Drow are
That sounds
kinky.
like a sex act.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Drow are kinky. Take that however you will.
Hey,
Gonto's mouth.
I like Warhammer
that's why they're
40,000
so
more.
violent?
This is nothing. Yeah, Tannhauser. I should have tried to sticky leg him. But instead, Tannhauser will just get a bite attack. 15.
15 does hit. Good bite sticks into him. Unfortunately, he's not susceptible to poison, but he does take half damage.
Yeah, that
pierces
sounds
in.
like a drow thing.
Yeah, pierces in, is hurt, but not fully dead.
He's like, "Oh, I've had worse spider bites than this in bed."
He would say that, but he's already sad. That he's just thinking about the time he had passionate, on and off again, booty calls with the former Drow priestess. This guy's gross. God, does anything else?
No, that's everything for me.
All right. The Drow Guardians, which is a cool name, but unfortunately these guys aren't that strong anymore. Rush over, look towards Trip, and Trip's like, "All right, I wasn't really supposed to be here."
Actually,
Immediately disappears.
oh, I was gonna say, actually, I have a cunning plan.
Yeah, Trip wasn't supposed to be with you guys.
You were gonna throw Trip, you monster.
What? What are you talking about? Trip is stuck under my arm. We already called that cannon.
For the other noble, from the Harpers,
he
was gonna
weaseled
hit,
out of
like-
it by then.
Yeah, he would have weaseled out way by then. So Trip is he's neither into women or men. He's into pretty. The Harper was very pretty, if not arrogant. When he realized, "Oh, you're just an arrogant noble," he dipped out. By then, he's super dipped out. But I forgot that I copied him to this map, so he's gone. Goes over towards Antidote. Tries in to go for a stabbing attack +3. Oh, does it. 1d6 +3, 8 damage. Slices into Antidote. Goes for it again. -2
Yeah.
from that. 20. One still hits. D6 plus 3 and slashes in again. Unfortunately. Still though, Antidote is still stronger than these guys. The next Drow goes in for an attack with Bract. Plus 3. 6 does not hit. Immediately
does
comes
not
over
hit.
towards Slash. Goes in for an attack with her. Plus 3. Nope, doesn't hit. And like to go toe to toe with daggers, this Drow Guardian looks towards her. I can't believe you would betray your people. What are you talking about? I don't even know you. And the other guy's dead. Antidote and NPCs look around. Antidote takes a potion of his own concoction, re-heals some amount, but not everything. Slash goes over towards these guys, begins to just... I was about to say hack and slash, but that's certainly true.
I was gonna say, like, these guys don't understand their own culture at all. It's like, how dare you betray your own people? It's like, what? I'm sorry, you worship Lolth? The betrayer queen?
You betrayed me, not the other way around.
She, like, buries through this individual man, like, cutting him, rendering him in half, because he was very, very hurt by the Shield Guardian, and the last attack she did brought him all the way down.
Just, like, tried to stab him in the shoulder and his arm fell off.
Looking towards Toulouse, she does state, yeah, you're right. These guys really are not that strong. And Boom's like, what are you talking about? Eldeth comes out, goes for the killing strike on this man. She believes because she thinks Drows are inferior. Damn it.
Dark regrets.
Did she just roll a nat 20?
She just rolled a nat 20.
Fortified.
So she leaps in and just, like, explodes this guy's head.
Probably
I don't know.
super vicious mockery.
And that deals
so they got
5
someone
damage.
who's good at-
She rushes over towards this man, jumps into the air, grabs her her weapon, which is technically a battle hammer, smashes in for 1d8 plus 7.
And if you said she's an Oath of Vengeance Pally, if she Divine Smites, that's double dice.
She is going to. An additional dice due to crit, so add additional 6 to 4d8 now.
Yep.
Eef.
Just like bashes in with Hoary Radiant energy and like burns through a lot of his remaining strength. He's very, very hurt, but ironically enough, still barely up.
I cannot believe he survived that. So
I don't know how the Drow are surviving on like the bare bones minimum of their health, but she goes looks towards Toulouse. Yeah, not that strong. Drow are often not considered dangerous, but honestly, they're inferior to many people in the surface. Lenevar like looks toward her, nodding in improvement.
She's just like spending her second attack showboating.
Yes, Rax, go ahead.
Yeah, because the Drow could never capture a surface dweller.
She ignores that.
Okay, well, seeing that his new friends are being attacked, Brack becomes rather cross. So I would like to rage.
Yes, that was it. Would his emotions become redder?
All right.
Okay.
Brack, spending your bonus action, you begin to like puff up with steam, and your skin begins to be more onyx and stone.
Now I just need to double check my wallet search table. Hey, my great sword is magical. As it starts emitting light. As I'm gonna walk over to yonder, and I am
dead body should not be above you.
And rage, and I'll just walk over here.
I'll just walk to yonder.
Oh, just tiptoe, scooting around everybody.
And I would like to recklessly attack this esteemed gentleman over here.
Right. Go ahead and attack with advantage. 21 definitely does it.
For 17.
Alright, bring in your blade, you slash into this man heavily. He looks towards you, pale, distraught, heavily hurt but not dead. Just looking, Why would you do this? All we were trying to do was murder you all.
Yeah,
Have
okay.
you no honor?
You say.
As I will smack him again
Yeah, 24 does it.
for 18 more. Is he still up?
No, he's dead. You like twist the blade and slash him in half. He
Okay.
hits the ground, and then he hits the ground again.
Then I'm gonna walk over to yonder.
You are doing some Zweihander shit, aren't you?
Yes, I have a great sword. It's pretty
What's the-
great.
Like when I hear reckless attack, I do think like spinning it all around your head and stuff.
Yeah, as I will attack, as I will use my accent surge to attack again. Hmm. On this esteemed gentleman over here, of course.
You accent surge. You're already reckless attacking, so 22 definitely does hit.
Uh-huh.
He's the last enemy. So how do you want to bring him down?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna attack him non-lethally because
Okay.
we're trying to show that we're good here. So I'm not actually hitting him with the shard edge of my sword. I'm hitting him with the flat end,
Right.
and I'm just booping him over the head with it.
You flip the blade, causing the flat end to bring down furious thunder on this man. You
Well,
hit
or
him.
do you?
No, you
Oh,
don't.
sorry, the Toulouse thing.
I was
Sorry.
being sorry. I
Oh.
said sorry. I was trying to set something up and I missed it. Sorry.
It's all good.
Okay.
Again, he rolled a 22 and did 15 damage. He had 3 health left. He's gonna bring him down. However you want.
Nice. Well,
The flat end of the blade rings down on his head, causing him. Yeah, he's definitely getting a concussion, but he's also knocked out.
You know what? I am gonna. Oh no, that is. Let me see. So that is 5, 10, 20. Well, I still have 10 feet of movement, so I'm gonna walk over to yonder, and
yeah. Oh, yeah.
that's gonna be my turn.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
Kubo.
5, 10.
Is-
No,
wait,
no,
is
that's
he-
actually 30. Never mind.
Kubo, looking
he's,
around
he's
you.
Actually,
The
he's
man
actually dead, right?
is unconscious.
he's-
He's not dead.
He's unconscious.
Are you gonna look around for any dangerous threats around?
Kobo just looks around really quickly,
All right.
kind of wipes his hands as if he had done something, puts them on his hips, and says, "Yeah, you people take that."
Kubo, go ahead and roll perception.
Okay, actually, I do know that this lady that disappeared over here is going to be coming back, but
I do kind of like the
yeah,
idea
for
of
that.
I love the idea of Koa standing right beside Eldith and kind of be like, "Yeah, take that, Underdark scum."
Uh, Perception 19.
19 is pretty good. Looking around you can tell that the enemies are down. Eventually that one drow priestess will eventually return, but you got time to like circle around her and like beat her down if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
So
I think
that's
we can do that.
not necessarily an issue, but you do realize that the arrow that got bolted into, because I mentioned it beforehand and then everyone decided to ignore it, into the stonework over here is sizzling
in some
now,
sort of acid.
going through.
Yeah.
No, is sizzling now, and you do feel and smell smoke.
Ooh, is that going to explode or is that just going to start a fire?
You don't know, but you do know that it is danger.
Yeah, guys, pointing at the arrow. We need to go. We need to do something here. Wait a second. No, I'm not that guy. Oh, I'm not that guy either. Wait a second. Spells. All right. With a quick arcana, would I know if we could dispel whatever it's doing, or is it actually acid?
You have yet to look at it.
Just like
It's buried in the cobblestone. Running over there, unearthing it, you can tell that this is a metallic, more or less canister, and it does look like the inside of it is a chemical fire ready to explode. It has yet to, but you feel like at any moment it is going to.
Okay, I know what I'm doing. This is a very small map. These walls here, and there's windows. This directly leads to like outside.
This one over here, yes, this is a door.
That goes to where? Like to
Uh,
the outside, or
All
to
of
the...
them.
An inn full of innocent people. Maybe a
From
puppy
where
or
we
two.
came from.
All right.
Alright, chuck it at the puppies.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. Wait a minute. I'm here. 5. Okay, so I can. Grabbing the arrow, I dash this way.
Mhm.
And Misty Step out the window. Is there a lot of people on the street?
Out the window, you like jump into the air, looking around you, taking it. I'm gonna use your 19 perception check. You do see like people here and there, but not enough to be warrant of danger. But you do see like a drow archer like at the other side of the building, like poised, ready to strike at any moment.
And you don't want to
Ooh.
be racist, but that looks pretty suspicious.
It's probably the guy
Yeah.
that sharpshooter Gothos, but
Different
missed
thing.
terribly.
All right. How far is it away? Can I make a throw?
You can definitely make a throw. You
All right.
DC
I
to
want to
beat
throw
is
the
10.
arrow.
You
What's
can-
that?
DC to beat is 10, because honestly it's not that difficult,
Okay.
but you still need to make it. Athletics or acrobatics?
Alrighty.
Yeah. You just lob it, Gesundheit, into the area where this drow archer is honestly just pointing the arrow directly towards you. You feel like he's about to attack. It shoots
Yeah.
up straight towards him, hits him in the side, and Kobo, you begin to fall down and hit the ground. You are a few feet above it, so it's not that much damage. It is only 1d6, unless you intend to do something, Kobo.
Yeah, actually, I was going to hasten and Misty step back into the room.
Okay, hasten, Misty Step. You're back inside. Immediately, everyone does hear like a boom. Because he was carrying more than one alchemical fire grenade, he just explodes super, super hard.
Oh, jeez.
That was awesome. I need to find some of those.
Each canister does 3d6 points of fire damage in a radius of 10 feet. Yeah, he had 3 of those. He's not surviving.
Clever.
I blew him up with his own bomb. Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah. Good job.
Wait, that was a bomb?
Yeah, super deadly. Going back to the situation at hand, the Drow Priestess is going to return, so everyone like gangs up in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like just bring her down dead or bring her down unconscious? I'll leave it up to you guys.
Well, how about we ask Slash what she think? Yeah, Slash, Drow Priestess. What do you think? Reformable? Or is it best?
Not
I mean,
usually.
really-
They care for their power and do anything to acquire more of it. Although I
Well, I'm
don't know
gonna-
this person personally, so leave it up to you.
Well, I'm going to ready an attack with a tentacle rod, because regardless of which way we do it, making it harder for them to do stuff's probably a good idea.
I thought that the servants of Lot really loved their tentacles.
Well, I guess I'm going to be sending mixed messages here, but I'm not into the priestess.
Okay, let's put it this way. I'm going to handcuff this guy. I got 2 pairs of handcuffs. If you want, we could just beat the hell out of the priestess, and then let the dwarven
I
king
will
deal
go
with
ahead and
it.
get out of the way and let the bigger people stand there when she comes back.
Yeah. I'm gonna beat the snot out of her with the broadside of my greatsword.
She's gonna get beat when she comes back. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's
There's
mean.
nothing
It's
much
just
about it.
mean.
Nom Nom.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Nom Nom, you eventually feel like the spell of banishment is returning back to this plane, so people gather around this area. And when she materializes and goes, now! She was about to attack, but you know, you guys so coordinate this attack. bash, slam, bash, clang, 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 dom-noms, spiritual ladle, knocks her out. She's not dead.
It's the ending of the Avengers.
It's just a lot of kicking.
It's just a lot of kicking. She's
So
unconscious.
are we going to a kebab shop after this?
Speaking of the Avengers,
Lenavir just looks towards you. I don't know what that is.
Oh, like all the Avengers beating the hell out of Loki.
No,
and beating up
you mean-
and bloody on the stairs, going, if it's all the same,
anyway,
I'll take it.
handcuffs applied to this person as well.
Gag and
And,
blindfolded as well.
She's not
Oh,
moving.
yeah.
I just need to move her so I can actually put the markers on.
Yeah, because casters, verbal and visual components.
How far away is the window where the archer was?
20 feet. He wasn't at a window.
Alright.
The window itself is where Bract is. The archer was 20 feet from your building to the roof of the next building across the street.
Oh. Okay, well...
That is now on fire. Currently, some shield priests are taking care of that. Don't worry about it. If you do worry about it, you just hear some dwarven shield priestesses and priests like going, "Man, what do you think happened here?" "I don't know. I think an arsonist." "You really think so?" "No, you idiot. Probably someone burnt the house down with some bad food or something." "So arsonist." "Give me your badge." Takes badge. Continues to fix building.
Just retire already. No.
2 green. Second week on the job. But what do you
Okay,
guys do?
so two drow prisoners.
You bring them together.
Yeah, I'm thinking we bring this to good King Brunner and in fact all the representatives, and we say, "Well, you don't think the threat is real? You don't think things are happening in the Underdark? Look, drow assassins in Gauntlgrim, huh? Big things are
looks
happening."
towards you. It does seem like they wanted to attack you specifically. It seems like a personal thing.
Or maybe because we're the ones specifically who are trying to stop the demon wedding and whatnot.
Possible.
Fiendish wedding.
Oh, we could always talk to them when they wake up.
I suppose that's true.
Yes.
If drow can communicate in the common tongue. Rael looks towards him. Rael looks towards him and does state, "Sir, they were communicating just fine moments ago. If you call that communicating, I call that screaming." "Okay." You can see why
From,
Eldith gets
from the
lost.
guy who, from the guy who just like watched the whole fight and was like,
More or less. He did get a swing in.
yeah, and he missed.
And he missed.
He did
That's
try to get a swing in. He missed his first attack. The second attack didn't do that much damage. No, he missed and got a reaction and actually hit with his reaction. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was his attack of opportunity that missed. Oh,
No,
yeah, he got
his actual attacks missed.
logistics.
Logistics. But still, do you guys wait for these guys to wake up, or do you wake them up?
Can we,
nah.
like,
I'm gonna
Or
throw
do you-
them over my shoulder and
Yeah.
we go to the king.
Okay.
Right.
yeah, let's wake him up in the cells.
I'm gonna say like you get people to get the dead drow, have them wherever they need to go, and you bring the 2 alive ones back towards where this all technically started. Well, not.
Could have asked about their loot and whatnot, but apparently it's all Underdark stuff that lights on fire in the sunlight.
Yes. If you like, you're currently not in the sunlight, but yeah, you can talk about loot. That's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna bring you back to this map because it's easier for me to work this way.
Yeah, let's talk about loot.
So,
Give me the loot.
the Drow Guardians all had studded leather armor. If you want that, it's more than welcome you to get. There's 3 sets of those.
We return
none
to
of
our
it.
business as clothiers. No.
None of them are my size.
No, not really. The drow that had a vengeful vendetta against you, he himself didn't have studded leather armor. He had half plate, which is expensive. So if you just take that from him, it's yours. But you can also tell that his AC wasn't extremely high. Either he wasn't proficient in it and he couldn't totally use it, or other.
Or his dexterity was so low that it actually was a negative modifier.
Potentially. You don't really know anything about this guy because you met him once. You met him once. The group met him once. Individually, who's to say? The priestess herself doesn't really wear armor. It's more silken garments that gives +2 bonus to AC. However, it does require the individual wearing it to have an alignment of lawful.
Wait. So it's not armor, but it gives +2 AC.
Yes.
Dips.
Wait, what is?
It-
We're both like,
There-
what?
Lawful first off.
yeah. First of
No,
all,
you can take it lawful.
in
boy.
order to wear it, it does have the person in this house do have to be lawful. Lawful good or evil, either way works, but you can probably tell what she is. Placing it upon
Okay.
yourself, lawful is the marker.
I'm lawful good.
Okay,
Thank you
take
very
it.
much.
I could not describe Gothos as lawful, considering he's literally trying
Yeah.
to break his entire civilization out of the laws of a god.
Brax, I believe you. I'm just saying that when you said I'm good, I meant like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Are you lawful? Yeah, you're lawful. Good. It
Yeah,
can work for
I'm
you.
lawful
Don't
good.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. Semantics. Yeah. It gives you
Semantics.
+2 to any state that you're currently in. However, you can't be wearing armor.
Oh,
Is
there
the
That's
you
thing.
go.
I'm a barbarian. I
Yeah.
don't wear armor. That's
Nice.
why I was so happy when you
Those are
said it
perfect.
was an armor.
Meant for you.
Bracers of unarmored defense.
Okay,
You now
so
have basically what's considered the cloth of what would it be considered? Have you ever seen like bishops and popes? That kind of cloth.
Vestments.
Vestments. Thank you. I was blanking on the name. You now have vestments of loaf.
Right. So instead of like a tabard, which is like the one thing down the center, vestments are like kind of a cloak and like two things over the sides, like down your armpits.
Yeah, I just couldn't think of the word. God, I was like, get it. You're smarter than me. Moving on.
vestments of
I've
lawful?
read a lot of Forgotten Realms novels. Oh no.
Okay, so I'm wearing now a vestment of lottle. Okay,
Vestments of loaf.
well,
Not lawful.
hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll look into getting those altered.
Yeah. It's
Lolly
wearable.
t-shirt.
It's
Okay.
wearable.
Basically, for her, it's a dress. For me, it's a t-shirt.
For you, it's a long shirt. Something you would wear to bed.
Where on a normal drow woman, it would be like long and like down to the knees or something. On you, it's just like covers the nipples.
A nice half tee. Anyways, the rest of the garments that they do have, she possesses a focus of a demon skull and ruby eyes into it. It's valued worth of 300 gold. You can take it if you want. The male himself does have two long sword daggers, which is a weird way of saying they are daggers with the long sword damage pool, which is pretty good.
Long knives.
Long knives. But other than that, they do have like 3 traveling kits, and I'm just gonna write this down because you guys can distribute it if you want to. 70 copper, 130 silver, and 328 gold. The rest of the stuff you can probably take or not. It's entirely up to you.
I wanted to do the gold in my head. Could someone check me? What was it?
It's in the character, not character sheet. Chat in Roll20.
75 copper,
Really
122
No,
silver, and
Sorry, I was
328
trying to
gold.
divide it by 6 in my head. I
Ah,
think I got it wrong.
Oh.
Because it's 50 and then by 6. You can't quite do it by 6, but it's like
Yeah, it's like
64
64.
each. 64. 54. Yeah, 54 each.
54.66666666666 infinitum.
Yeah. Everyone does get. I'm just gonna round it up for everyone. 57 gold.
Okay,
You rounded it up
57
like
gold.
a bunch. It was
That's-
54.
I'm rounding it a
Oh.
lot. Don't worry about it.
57, okay.
Okay. Yay, my gold
take it.
value just doubled.
Yeah.
22 silver.
Long sword damage. Daggers.
And do those require modifications to not dissolve?
Yes, they do. But currently in their state, they are perfectly fine.
So for any of you, sorcerer classes that can't wield martial weapons or whatever.
I like daggers.
Yeah,
Dagger,
well,
dagger.
those daggers are essentially a longsword, but in dagger form.
So do they still have like the finesse?
They still do have the finesse.
They're basically daggers.
Yes, please.
But you're
But
going to have them
attributes.
modified to work in the sunlight, otherwise they'll dissolve.
I'm probably never gonna pull it out in the sunlight anyway.
Swipe. Yeah. But this is all they have on them. Obviously, Grot took more or less the dress.
We
Long
sold the ruby skull thing and just took the money from it, right?
No, I mean you can if you want to.
I almost feel like it would be neat to hang on to until we can find someone like who wants it or something.
Okay. You guys bag and tag everything. Put it around. I'm gonna say like / antidote has them until like someone wants them. Kobo has the 2 longsword. Not Kobo, sorry. Nom Nom has the 2 longsword damage daggers. There are 3
just want
daggers.
one.
Has one of the daggers. There are 3 standard daggers of Drow that you were being attacked with. They're not anything special. You can sell them if you want, though. I'm gonna say you have them. I'm gonna say Antidote has the ruby eye demon skull focus. Puts it in his bag. Goes, if you want it, it's there later.
We have to remember.
Again, take Drow to area. Broner, Wirevolt, Trip are in the area. Everyone else is in the respective rooms. Broner looks towards you.
Bruner likes an interrogation with a band. With some background music,
Yeah. Broner's just looking towards Livewire and goes, so you're telling me you go all over the place and people pay you to play music? Yeah, honestly, it's quite nice. We go around, we get paid a lot, we get have fun at night. You're talking about sex, right? Because that's perfectly fine, as long as you're doing it respectively and have consent of both parties. Yes, a lot of it.
Bruner Battlehammer has no wife.
Both
Lot of
parties. Somebody
consent.
doesn't think big.
Yeah.
A lot of consent.
Sorry guys, gotta be right back.
No problem. You bring these 2 Drow towards Bruner and the band, and he goes, any reason when you have 2 Drow over your shoulder?
Because the Underdark
Found them
invasion is
trying
not
to
happening.
murder us.
Well, that's fair.
Also, destruction of property.
Yep, they did giant boom boom.
Well, they succeeded at Boom Boom, just not in the
Roll
exact spot they were aiming for.
deception.
No,
Gothos.
it's not deception. They really did do a giant boom boom. They brought the bombs. They lit the bombs. They just mishandled them.
No, you were right until you said they mishandled them.
I
Well, they
never
did.
said such thing. I said
No, you
destruction
gave
of
them
property.
back.
Yeah, I gave them back.
Mm,
It's not my fault it went off.
It
I
would have
didn't arm
it would have destructed property inside the castle.
That's
otherwise.
technically true.
Return the sun.
I'll switch you to persuasion. Gothos, go ahead and try to persuade this man.
Ooh.
14 is pretty good. He has no reason to doubt you, honestly. 14
Was
will
El- you know what? Elsdeath was there. She should back us up.
You just look towards her. Right, Elzeth? You were there. You saw the whole thing. Whole thing. The drow. The drow attacking the good
Right?
people. And she goes, yes, the drow, as evil as they are, were the ones that attacked and caused all this damage, from what I'm aware of. Gothas, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Ooh, with advantage, you say.
Ooh.
Please, I have soup.
Slightly better.
It's still pretty good. Again, has no reason to doubt you. So honestly, the DC to beat was 13.
Oh,
Yeah. But he goes, well, that does make sense. The knight and Rail go over towards their respective quarters where everyone is currently gathered. Your mound eventually comes back to you, skitters back, and he does state, well then, it does seem to me that we need to show everyone the current damage and destruction of what's currently going on. I don't know how these drow managed to come up here and realize that we were having a discussion to go down and deal with the situation at hand. It's possible that these people are working for the demon lords as we speak. Why else would they come up here and brutally assault noble knights in the area?
Yes, why would they do that?
Stares at Gotas.
I mean, they're slavers. They could have just been up here doing crazy stuff. All sorts of malicious things from these drow. One stabbed me in the stomach one time. I didn't like it.
Like, you didn't have to lie there, Gothos. He was lying for you. I don't know why you decided to.
I was looking at sorry, your name's covered up.
Hang on, I got it.
Rocked. As I said this.
You know what? I'm gonna make an insight check.
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight. Gothos, roll deception.
All that was true. They are slavers. They might come up here for stuff. One did stab me in the stomach one time.
The first thing you said was, yeah, I don't know why. I mean, they are slavers.
All this was true, is all I'll say.
The first part was the lie.
They are slavers. They're notorious slavers.
Part of that sentence was a lie,
so he's not
Gothos.
sure if that's the real reason why they're up here. Ooh.
I rolled.
All drow are
I rolled.
It's part of their culture.
Brock, you're not sure why, but you believe it might have something to do with the group. It's not as if he's lying. It's more as if there's something more to this than meets the eye. That's
I guess
you get.
by the time we'd met Bract, had anyone still been wearing like old drow armor?
No, by this time everyone had a fashion montage, bought new gear.
Yeah.
Like even Slash, the drow has like
Slash did
a nice summer armaments.
I think it was literally the session before Bract joined. I got the splint mail.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Otherwise, I would have been wearing old drow mail. Well, there you go.
Yeah. But Broner just looked towards this and, well, we do need to discuss with everyone. If you need to integrate them beforehand, feel free to. But I'm going to go ahead and get all the lords and ladies ready for this discussion. And you have a moment, if you want to wake them up and, well, speak with the drow before anyone else does.
Okay.
Up to you to take.
So I assume this is in like a cell or something, not in Ruth's room.
Again.
No.
Does anybody have any questions?
You don't need to put a different map or anything. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Again, they don't really give descriptions of the city because it's like this vast, incredible city that we're not gonna tell you about. It's incredible. They do like name a few things like certain places here and there, but not so much in detail that I can give you a map that appropriately defines it. So you get this.
I imagine there's a line somewhere in that manual or module book that says like, if you want to know more about Gauntlgrim, these novels tell you a lot about it. Why don't you go and buy them?
Yeah, that sounds like Wizard of the Coast. Here, have some free advertisement in the book that you paid money for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In cage. In cell.
Anyway. Okay, so we're in the cage. We're in the cell. Hey, wait. You guys want to wake up the priestess or the talkie guy?
Let's wake up the talkie guy. At least he will not cast spells at our head.
Oh yeah, I guess you did gag the priestess. All right.
And blindfold. I don't know what she casts.
And beat it
Spellcasters
super
are
hard.
really annoying.
Yeah, she's definitely not going to enjoy that. Okay.
But in their cell. Looking at you guys, they're unconscious. You begin to poke one awake. So the ungagged one.
The ungagged one.
Okay.
The male.
The male. Looking
The
towards you, he
subservient
does.
one.
He does wake up, and then states, "The priest looks towards you're not her," and like immediately like goes into a hobble. What's it called? Tries not to cry, cries a lot. I
Yeah.
forget how the entire thing goes.
Try
Man,
not to cry. Lie down. Cry a lot.
you little pansy. We are here with questions.
Hey, well, don't be so hard on the guy. He just realized his entire life was a failure and he got caught for no reason.
Well, that is his problem. I have questions. How do you know this guy?
As I point towards Soap.
They murdered my love, my beloved. I was so good at fighting. I don't know how you survived.
I look at Gotas, raise an eyebrow.
I've killed a lot of dark elves, definitely. Was it me specifically or someone on the team? I honestly don't remember. You know how it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
looks
we had
towards.
to do a lot of dark elf fighting. A lot of them wound up.
I mean, we were held
not alive.
prisoners, so that
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. They threw us, they captured us and definitely stabbed me to near death, maybe even death, and then resurrected me for more fun or whatever.
But what
Regretted that, didn't you, Kicks Cage?
Kicks Cage. He looks towards you
Breaks
and goes.
Cage.
He's still tied up, but he looks towards you and just go. But what did Mistress Lavara ever do to you? All she did was imprison you and torture you for a few days. That's it. That's like normal down where we live.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's not normal for us, and we don't like it.
Who
Yeah, I
cares
can-
what you like? All that matters is what Mrs. Lavara wants.
Well, she don't want nothing anymore. Pretty sure.
Curls into a ball and begins to cry.
So why are you here?
To get
like,
revenge. Revenge on all of you terrible people.
How in the hell did you convince a priestess aloft to come up here for a man's vengeance?
I can't say it in the way he would speak. He tells you that due to the current circumstances that prevailed, she was the next in line to take control of the drow, and one of the individual things that they have to do is, repay back in twofold any mistreatment of other former priestesses from individuals that are of non-Loth control.
It looks good for her to kill her killers.
Killers.
Yeah, I didn't know how to say it in his way of speaking
It's all
currently.
about optics.
So he just tells you that outright and goes, she needs to prove herself. She's nothing like Miss Lavara. It's probably
Yeah,
how we
she's
would say it.
clearly inferior.
Gothos will
Yes.
look at Slash at that and be like, really?
Why are you looking?
Well, if she's nothing like Mistress Lavala, that implies to Gothos that she's not necessarily the best priestess of law.
I mean, potentially. I don't know her personally. I
She's
already
like the
said this a
low
while ago.
Oh yeah, I definitely said that in character.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So why isn't she like Mistress Lavala?
Because she's willing to work with non-drow. She's like always going like, yeah, sure. other people have feelings and stuff, and I want to raise in the ranks and willing to backstab other drow, which we totally do all the time, but she's willing to have other people do it other than the drow that she controls.
What do you think in like a
What?
in like
She
a way
is
that
not
kind of
racist,
betrays the
bro.
drow spirit, or is it just like using resources that she likes?
He nods in the affirmative. You're not sure which one, the former or the latter. Hard to tell. You can roll insight.
Team No Whiz Go.
Sure, I'll roll inside as well.
Anyone can. That's why I'm saying it. You can roll insight. Gotho is hard to tell.
Yep.
Brack's super hard to tell.
I rolled a 9.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Why did you have advantage?
Because I have my stone rune, which gives me advantage on wisdom insight checks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I
Fair
forgot
enough.
which one you had.
I have the stone and the cloud rune, so I'm really good at lying,
You don't-
stealing stuff, and insight
Yeah,
checks.
you don't super
Okay.
super know what he's talking about, but you don't know what he's talking about. Stein's still not that great.
I really like how you're supposedly super good at insight checks and just only have a +1.
Advantage is still pretty good, but plus
Advantage
one
is really good.
Yeah.
Not the
Boom.
wisest.
You super do not know what's going
No.
on. And Toulouse, it's probably the former, because the way he's talking about, she's willing to work with non-drow, which, if you like have tools you are willing to work with, that's perfectly fine. Like people have preferences over a few things here and there, like computers. People like Macs, people like Dell. It's whatever you need to help make you more comfortable, you use it. It's not like that. It's more like she's willing to use whatever she needs in order to get that job done, but not in the same way other drow do. So take that however you will, but it doesn't seem like one of spirit of the drow.
Okay. The drow are generally more xenophobic, and she's not.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
piece of it? Yeah.
Again, you got a
Mo-
12, so I can't give you exact information. But yeah, it seems to be this case.
But it's a pretty commonly understood thing that drow consider themselves superior.
Yes.
I mean, fuck, most elves do that.
Yes.
But the drow especially.
Yeah, fuck the drow.
Yeah. Yeah, but okay. Well,
Slash yourself
I didn't
towards
get this at all, so I don't
Yeah.
know if anybody else wants to talk to Slash.
Toulouse has this information. She can just say it.
Yeah, like, this guy's blah.
Yeah, this guy's blah. He's not into her because she is fine with working with other people and doesn't disrespect them so easily, or something around those lines. Doesn't put them under her thumb. It's probably the more way of saying it. Accurate way of saying it.
Interesting.
Cry, stolen ball.
Okay. Anybody have any more questions for this guy?
I do.
What is the secret recipe to lotto pie?
I don't know what that is. I don't cook. Slaves
It's
and
like
commoners
this.
cook.
Tears and suffering. No. I just want to clock this guy and knock him out again.
You clock this guy and knock him out again.
Okay. So, from him, it seems like this quote-unquote priestess might actually be redeemable. Slash, what was your experience with being dragged away from the experience of Loth? Mine was literally, I got teleported into a dungeon that made no sense. I don't think I can do that for her.
Again, first time meeting her, I do not know. But if she is the priestess of Loth, it is hard to redeem someone so closely tied to a betrayer god. It is possible, but it's also possible just to be working with her without necessarily redeeming her. Just if she gets something out of it, it's viable.
About what time is it?
In game, it's around 8 p.m. At a game, it's whatever time zone you're in.
No, I wanted in-game time as
Yeah.
opposed to like
It's 8:30
It's
a.m.
night. You have to go like around everywhere.
So the sun has already set.
Yes.
Is what I'm hearing.
The sun
Uh,
never sets
well-
on the Lolth Empire.
Slash is a priestess of a moon goddess. What's the moon cycle like right now?
Currently crescent.
Yeah. Well, as far as a transformative experience goes, maybe seeing a dawn rise will mess with her head enough to be susceptible to a little more questioning. Have you ever seen the dawn rise, Slash? I saw it from the caves a few times. I've been on the surface a few times.
We were.
It's bright, but it's beautiful.
Yes, we were at the surface for about 2 weeks. No.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know when you wake up.
Week and a half. I don't. I meditate.
Elves. No.
Drow, but yeah, basically the same thing. Same progenitor. Progenitors, technically. But yes, honestly, we can try to speak with them and see what happens, and then we do Gotham's plan and force their hand, I suppose.
What, with bright light that literally every other living being on the surface of the planet sees? What a torture I am.
For people of the Underdark, it's very painful and blinding.
Yeah, let's put our face in the light.
Eventually, you do get used to it, but it takes time. I'm lucky since I am able to travel here and there and been on the surface before meeting all of you. But
Stop. Well, you're being very judgmental for a person who was asking for your advice 2 seconds ago.
No, I'm merely stating what actually happens. They've never seen a sunset, so it will burn their retinas and bring them pain. It's not judgment, I'm just telling you what physically happens.
Okay. This is good advice.
Oops, they immediately break the cage.
Truly to them. Yeah.
No,
Those are great swords, blubbers to both of them.
I was trying to put them in the background layer, but it was at the very bottom, so it brought it at the very bottom. Back in cage.
Okay, so Hobo, Nom Nom, you guys both got like
Sunglasses.
eye shades for that. Is that something we should get for them? Take it away.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt, but
Like Kobo,
I'm still not convinced how much she'd be willing to turn. Because remember, she wants to get something out of this.
Yeah.
And
Again.
she's still.
Go
ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and she's still firmly for Loth, and you know, she's still against us. She just is like the B-class priestess. She wasn't top of the class like the other lady. I'm thinking. Doesn't necessarily mean she's redeemable, just that she's not as good at her job as the last one was.
Not necessarily true. You do know that she is not so tethered to the confines of what Loth wants in a priestess. So she is malleable, she is workable. But again, she would, like most people in her society, want something out of this. She's not going to do it for free. I don't know why I ping there. But
yeah.
Again, you can also just speak with her and see how things go in the first place. You don't have to bring her to the surface and say, hey, seen the sunset? It's going to go away if you don't help us. Or like,
hey, this was the sunrise that we were looking at. It's late now.
Yeah,
right. Sorry.
She might not necessarily like the sunrise. She might not think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think better yet, what we could do is try and convince her that if things are going on down there in the Underdark like they are, then her whole race is not going to have a place. I think that would be the best.
Hey, take a whack at it. I want it to open with a shebang. You know, literally the light of the sun. But if you think, you know, your argument is going to be more persuasive, I honestly encourage you to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much argument I got here, but yeah, I know the shebang thing is big and impressive, but I'm not 100% sure if she's going to be like positively or negatively because I looked forward to the sun.
Yeah.
When the first time
Yeah.
I saw the sun, even though it was an illusion, it was amazing for me. But then again, I'm not
Normal.
necessarily drow.
Mhm.
For
Yeah.
the loth drow, not you slash.
Yeah. Well,
But
Fair.
and
I
that's
think
why I
maybe
was asking Slash there what the moon cycle was, because I know you're a adherent of the moon goddess of the Drow, so maybe that would be some sort of a thing that you could, I don't know,
mhm,
show her the light of the moon or something. But he didn't seem
that
too
might work.
enthused about that.
Yeah, I mean the light of the moon might be a little nicer than the light of the sun if you wanted to see something beautiful, because she'll have dark vision. She could see it all. But
Yeah.
yeah,
If
but I think the best way to persuade her is to convince her that all of all of the Drow and the entire Drow society and Drow kingdom is going to be completely screwed up, and then she might be willing to help us.
Yeah.
Just because her goal would be helping the Drow.
Slash does look towards you, Kobo, and she does state that is honestly a good point. And Gothos, you did not state that. You stated showing her the sun, and I was telling you what happens when people live under dark in the underground and see the sun for the first time. Kobo and Nom Nom didn't have that issue because they had those strange spectacles that they wore the entire time they were up there. It would hurt them. The moon is a different story. However, I cannot do this for the priestess to show her a different path, as if I show her my gifts and strengths in a way that brings both Loth and her daughter together, we two will likely die in that process.
Yeah, that don't sound good.
No,
Yeah.
Loth really doesn't like her daughter.
Well, you dying in the
And you,
process doesn't sound good. That's all I'm focusing on here. That's not a good strategy.
I suppose that's fair.
see, that's why I asked about the moon cycle. I understand Alestre is goddess of like a more full moon sort of a thing.
That is fair. Yes.
But you think that revealing yourself as a priestess of Alestre in front of the priestess Aloth will lead to some sort of conflict? I
No.
mean, not between you two, like a cosmic or like out
No.
of game, like an Eye of Sauron sort of a thing.
No. Like at a game, she's saying like using her gifts outright. She can tell her the current priestess you're working with, hey, I'm a priestess of the moon, and that's fine. She's talking. What Slash is talking about is like using her gifts.
Mm.
If she uses and presents her gifts in front of her, that's where the problem lies because Lolth,
Okay.
in the world itself, does not like her daughter and will
Mhm.
snuff out any candle of her presence. Yeah, telling a priestess or telling another drow that, hey, worship this god instead and stuff like that is already bad enough. But actively having power within that is really, really bad. And Loth will snuff it out. It's not like some cosmic thing. It's like, hey, I found this tether. I'm connected to this priestess that I'm currently controlling. I will cut that tether
Yeah.
by
Okay.
any means possible.
I was thinking something much more along the lines of I think I've religioned enough to know a little bit about Alestre, moon goddess, likes to dance, kind of basic stuff like that, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
I was thinking of, we bring the cage next to like a nice cliffside facing eastwards, and during the moon set, I don't know, you do an Alestre dance or something, and then the sun comes up.
That is possible, but honestly, that will take time. If she's already tethered to Loth, it'll take some time to unweave that web that has been surrounding her.
Well, yeah, no, and then we speak to her. I'm trying to
It would take
present an opening.
far more than one night. I will tell you that honestly.
Do you know of any spells? I think one thing that could like speed this up, maybe,
Regeneration,
is if you
reincarnation,
dis-
rather.
Reincarnation.
if you disconnect her from Lolth.
Reincarnation.
We
It's the
can
only
put
one
her
I
in
know
a
of.
cage.
Actually, okay.
We can put her in a cage, but if you can separate her from her god, it'll leave her well open to accepting a new god.
Volt
This
does
is-
look towards you. There is that one blade I told your team about, but that is somewhere else.
Yes, but clearly there's more to it than that, okay? Because we visited that village. You guys weren't there, but there was a goblin village free of the influence of Mugubiet simply because of proximity. Or there was something more, and we need to talk to. I would. Gothos would remember, but I'm afraid I don't remember the name of the people.
You can just call her the
person.
chieftain.
The chieftain who freed them.
It's possible.
So, either proximity and sunlight is the difference, or she's doing something we don't know about.
Not sure, honestly. Most of the Dry I've met on the surface are generally enough fine. So it could be proximity to the plane that she's currently controlling, or the area she's currently controlling, rather. And the populace itself is giving her greater strength around. It's possible. But we are not so far away from the Underdark where we currently stand. We can go to the surface, but that'll take some time. I believe half a day, if I remember correctly.
Well, we said to everybody we weren't going to leave tomorrow. You got any plans for tomorrow, anybody, or are we going on a road trip?
All I think is maybe having to organize whatever peoples and supplies we're going to be getting from those rich guys that we were talking to. And yeah, we'd be going unless Bruner needs a kind of a planning session or meeting, which I don't see why that couldn't happen tonight. It's only 8. It's not too late.
At this point, it's probably like 9. You guys have been talking a while. Definitely an hour. Bruner comes over, he then goes, "All right, I got everyone ready. Is everyone good?"
Yeah, they're both definitely not. Yeah.
Okay. Do you need more time? I did state tonight or tomorrow night or sometime after, between this week, honestly.
Tonight's fine. Anybody?
Tonight's fine for what exactly?
We're going to have that meeting I was just talking about.
Yes.
Okay, the meeting.
Like, before
Sounds
I
good.
left, I said I was going to gather the people that we were communicating with, and then we would decide what is to happen next. And then show these 2 prisoners of what events are to come.
My apologies
Maybe we
to our
should
king.
split them up.
All right then. He gets like 2 dwarven shield guards pick up the cage and walk over. You guys get to the nobles, but what happens next? Whether tonight or tomorrow, you take the Drow priestess to the surface, to the moon and the stars and the sun. That will burn the retinas, because quite literally that is what happens, Gothos. Eyes need time to deal with new light sources, especially a sun.
That God was really just blind the little person that may be able to help us.
Not yet. Like you can.
We had a
warn
big
her.
discussion about how apparently they need sunglasses.
They need time for their
Gothos
eyes
was
to
in the
naturally
Goblin
adjust.
Army, so when we went up on the surface, it was squint, squint.
They need time for their eyes to naturally adjust. You can definitely use spectacles to alter that time, so that's possible. That's true. You can definitely try to convince them. The guy, you honestly don't think you convince him. He's like hell bent to kill you guys, to avenge his mistress, or to die trying. Honestly,
he just needs to go to the dungeons. He's not going to help us, but the priestess.
And the Drow male
around, it might be harder to talk to her.
No, you're wrong on that. the male drow does not belong in the dungeons. No. He belongs in a cage outside of the city wall, hanging at least 30 meters above the ground in sheer sunlight. That's where he
And
belongs.
and your
Okay, yeah, see,
character's
yeah, there you go.
alignment was good. How?
Yeah, my character's alignment is lawful good. My personal alignment may be slightly different.
My personal alignment is asshole. That's mine.
No, mine is more certainly chaotic evil.
That's what we plan. But you will discuss plans and perhaps what is to come soon after, and whether you bring the priestess up to convince her. You're not going to convince the dude. I'm already going to tell you that right now. In fact, this entire situation was just, hey, these guys from the Underdark that might have been chasing you, some of them might have found you and attacked you while you were trying to communicate with things. So surprise, surprise. Random encounter is random encounter, but these guys were trying to kill you to begin with, and he wasn't there for that encounter, so he was still going to try.
Okay, and I'm not gonna lie either. If it weren't for Slash being in our party, proof positive of a drow being able to break away from the influence of Lolth, which is exactly what he's trying to do with other goblins and the goblin god Magubliet.
So this is honestly a
Both of
personal pet project
these
of yours.
drow would have their skulls smashed across the floor. If it weren't for proof positive literally right in front of him.
Yeah.
And he's very excited about that.
It's possible. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying she's a priestess of Loth. That tether is strong. Still, though, possible. I'm not saying no. But we'll figure out if Gothos will succeed as a proving ground to help his people or to damn another soul. We'll figure that one out next time, as in the session for today.